Play game. I had to take off my watch. Got fucking pissed off. Okay. On the play. Back live though. Fuck, you got me fucked up. Your discretion is advised. You might see some vulgar and improper language in this broadcast. But I'm Lindsay. This is Knowledge Uprising. Whoa. Sending out the invites. Got me fucked up. You thought I was gonna stop. Suck a dick. I ain't gonna stop. Bitch got me fucked up. All the way fucked up. Motherfucker gonna try to fuck everybody out. My shit? Alright. You got me that time. You won't get me again. Everybody drop your emails. Got me fucked up.
Why they hating like that?
Man, I don't know. They got the shit fucked up, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, he sniped the fuck out your ass though.
Hell yeah.
That nigga got you good, boy.
He dropped everybody out for the show, man. Everybody.
I mean now.
Dropped everybody off the motherfucking show. Let me get Huey back up in here. Miss Chantel and Huey, y'all got the link?
Man, hey, it was packed. It was jumping. They felt that energy. They couldn't take it. Hey, can you drop your email in the back chat? I got some shit. I got some shit for you.
Okay. Can't believe they just did that to your boy, man.
They can slow us down, but they won't stop
Hey,
us.
Yeah,
hey,
don't try to knock me off my shit. And look who go,
players fuck up too.
man. I don't know. And then bro Sanchez want to go live now. Make me think. I don't know. I be watching and seeing who go
Hey,
live and shit.
boy,
Everything
you took
play
the
a
thoughts.
part with everything, yo. Somebody
You
come
took the
in, knock
thoughts
your
out of
show
my
off,
head.
especially if you got a good show going. Man, hey, I can
Hey, cause
speculate
we
all I
got in.
want. I'm only human. I can speculate, but
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say
we
too
got in.
much.
KU, we got in there real quick. We got in there real quick and real hard. Like we ain't play no games with them.
Yo, Miss Chantel was going off, and then the brother was building off her. Ha! Hey, put that trophy up. We winning. That's right. HOTC stand up. Somebody saying Huey Link. Let me try to get up in here, man. Sir Drop, send the link to Huey.
All right.
Hey, send one to Mind's Eye.
Yeah,
Mine's
mine's
I
up.
in the building. There you go. He in here.
In this hole.
We all back up in here. What? They thought it was gonna be that easy. What up, sir?
What's happening with you? Shit, sending a link to Huey and shit.
Yeah, man. You seen that wild shit, bro? That motherfucker came in here and dropped everybody off the fucking hangout.
Hey, you know we be
Matter of fact,
getting way.
let me change that setting. I need a
Hey, you know we be getting way more views than YouTube is telling us and shit, right? They
yeah,
got a
I
cap
know
on
because
our
I be
shit
looking
at
at
like.
my analytics. It say I have 87 views, and I look at the analytics, it'd be like 127. I be like, what? But
That's even more than
they
that,
say
bro.
every 2 days they calculate the views to give an accurate view. So within that 1 to 2 days, the views be inaccurate a little bit. It takes 2 days to count up all the views in real time. That's why they say check back in 1 to 2 days.
Yeah, I still think it's more than that though, man. I think it's if you ain't no goddamn agent, they just hide the views from you. They just don't record them. I think it'd be more like 600-700 views per episode and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then they block that shit. They hide it from you and shit.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. Cause I don't think they taking the views. I think they taking the. I don't think they showing it to nobody. I don't think it's popping. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't popping up on a timeline. Shit like that. That's the problem.
Yeah, if they ain't your friend, it ain't popping up on people's pages. You know what I mean? But if they your friends, it pop up. That's why everybody be wanting to say share. Make sure you press like and share,
And
cause it work
hit
like
that
Facebook.
bell. Hit
Yeah,
that bell. You gotta hit that bell.
it's like Facebook. Like if I press like on your Facebook post, all my friends can see that post that you posted. So when we be pressing likes, it still read our shit like it's our pages on Facebook. So if you press like, everything connected to you, it'll show up on their feed. If he press like, and if everybody press like, it show up on different people's feed, I believe.
Yeah, in a sense, I see what you're talking about. It working that type of way. It's like if like my homeboy, if he like a picture, he gonna be the only like they'll show the name of the person that liked it. They show like one or two names, and they gonna show your closest friend. So you know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, if it's a video or what.
Mm-hmm. You press mute on my mic. Hold on. I sent it to Huey, man. But Huey don't be checking this shit. Toronto's bitch ass done pulled it out. They about to go to the finals. Okay, they about to take the trophy to Canada, bro.
Hello?
There we
Hello?
go.
Okay.
There we go. We need to get this thing back rocking. We was going hard. They really messed us up. They really messed us up. We was in the zone.
Yeah, that Avatar dope as
Just
fuck though.
missed what just transpired. Uh, could you go ahead and build about what you was talking about, sister, before them unfortunate events happen? Somebody want to come in here and be rude and do some damn nonsense like that.
Nah, he left, but you said come back in.
Yeah, I said come back in. I shouldn't have said come back.
Invited the
Tell me
devil
that.
in your house.
Motherfucker didn't have no picture. He have no damn picture.
Hey,
Ooh,
hey, that's good because bro, that's how we are, man. I know you thought he was who he was, and you was blinded by that, so you didn't even think about to look
right,
at the picture. But
right.
man, that shit crazy. What type of people we is? We so kind hearted and shit.
Even
Dang,
even now they take the person picture and put a little profile up there, and it's still it still be like a fake account.
true that, true that.
But I was talking about what was I talking about? Basically, what was on my mind this Saturday from being on YouTube since September of last year, and what's on my mind up to right now, what's on my mind is that I really want to get into doing something that encourages Black women and young Black women and young Black girls to stay strong because we need each other because we have a spirit of self hatred that is among our people real deep and serious. It's not even a joke at this point. It's destroying our men and women, actually. I told you I'm a woman, so I focus more on women, but I'm the mother of a teenage Black American boy. So I have to look at it from, how it affects him too from that perspective as well. But yeah, and I train my son mind to understand what's going on out there for as the self-hatred, and the system that we live under. Even if you go to another world, because when I teach him, I actually teach him globally. We compare other countries to America. There's a lot of stuff going on in other countries that um, does things different than America. So we do a global perspective when I teach. And I teach him to have pride about himself and stuff like that, no matter where he is in the world. You are who you are. You can't be anybody else. Love yourself, have pride about yourself, be respectful, and um, for as the young ladies, I feel like, oh, it's just so sad because I think is affecting our young women even more because they don't see the beauty in themselves. You know what I'm saying? They get being told about the weave and the dark skin and all this, when in actuality, if you love yourself, if you love the Most High God who created you, you would know that you are beautiful. You are beautiful. Even if you wear a wig, because after so long, women hair start thinning, whether it's Black women, all nations of women, after a certain age, when we reach a certain age, the hair start thinning or the hair start falling out or whatever like that, and we make up for it with weaves and stuff like that. um so it doesn't matter if you wear weave or whatever, you have to know who you are, know your beauty, stay strong. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm really into that. And my strength comes from my faith. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, we have to know who we are right now. In this time and day, we really need to know who we are, unless like Trice or Treese, I think I'm saying it right. we're gonna end up and doing stuff that's crazy. Like he was saying, we hold the key, but yet we're doing all this foolish stuff, letting these men do what to us, and that's because we're selling ourselves short. We really don't know who we really are, and it saddens me that let me give you a good example. Even my younger brother, he's 30 now, but when he was like 24, his girl, they still together, the same girl. When he was 24, she got with him. I'm sorry, they was in high school when they got together. She got with him and she was buying him gifts, like just like all kinds of expensive gadgets and stuff. And I'm like, what is this girl doing? Why are you buying him gifts? And it just somebody taught her or told her this is the way to get a man to love me and be with me. You know what I'm saying? My looks, my whatever is not good enough. I have to cater to him this way. And, I think that's also sad. I'm gonna let somebody else talk now. Y'all can
Ro,
hear
what's
me?
up?
Yeah, we hear
Ryan,
you.
Kyle,
You're on
Mr.
point.
L, Tim, this everybody. Sir Drop, what up? Trick,
Man, we in this
Sir,
thing, and she
Yeah,
got right
peace,
back
peace,
on
man,
it.
peace.
So I just want to ask, cause you said a whole bunch of stuff, and I just know by you saying all that, I know you got some good solution or some good ideas, just things because what it is we're gonna have to do, things gonna have to be implemented because in order for what you saying to change, ways of life and the things we do on the daily is gonna have to change. It's gonna have to. So we're gonna have to start coming up with things just to implement and ways to implement.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just curious, and I know everybody should have a tag in on this. It's just the fact we had the ideas in our head. It's just we gotta figure out ways to lay it on the table. Because just like how the women got the key, we got the key. We know exactly what to do. If you gotta, I know it's plenty of guys that know how to make $10,000. They just gotta do it. Like me, for instance, I should have much more than I have right now, but I get caught up in buying fucking weed all the damn time and thinking this benefits me when really it's just hard for me to just stop buying it, you know what I'm saying, and accept it and chill out. But it ain't just weed. I'm just using that as an example. Like I'm pretty sure everybody got certain habits, so we just need to, man, we need to figure out ways to just start changing things up because that's what we gotta do. Change our ways of life.
what was that? What up, Benny? That's you, Benny.
Yeah, this me. What's going on?
All right, all right.
Hey, real fast, wise is dead space. I'm gonna get a little flack from this, but as Michelle was talking about, weaves and wigs and thinning hair. That's another program that I think are that they done did on our black females, and this is something that stemmed probably about 50, 60 years now. And it's solid programming as far as wanting straight head and looking like somebody that you just not, and being presented something that's beautiful and pretty, and that's not you. That's not us. That's not the Negro beauty for real, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And why females had, man, well, this man, I gotta say this shit, man. Man, you got young females out here twisting on wigs, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
All right. So
Every
let me.
day, every day they'll come out the house, twist the wig on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's okay.
Okay. So do if black women didn't wear weave, would it make everything better?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm cool with is braids. Anything else but braids is and so it been times where, you know what I'm saying, I'd have thought that was her hair and it was a
You
lace
make
front, or
Benny. Benny, can
I
you hear
just
me?
want
I just
I can
want to
hear
say
you.
real quick. I
I
just
can
Okay,
want
hear
to
you
you.
say
making a conversation about weave and what's on top of her head, but I asked you in the middle. I say, well, Benny, if the black women stop wearing weave, will it make everything better?
not
Um,
necessarily
nah, I
everything
can't.
better.
That's a loaded question. Let me answer that real fast. That's a loaded question, and it's not. But what it will help is me knowing the individual identity, because at the end of the day, our female's identity is lost. And don't take it the wrong way, but
I
it's
can't
you.
help it, Benny, because you must not watch the makeup channel. It ain't just black women, brother. It's all kinds of women that put on a face that's so different from their real face. I'm talking all kinds of different. It's even trainings
you
doing it. Benny.
Can I
you,
say
you
one thing? Can I say
you
something
right.
real
I
quick?
still ain't get to answer that question yet, bro.
All
Give me
right, okay.
one. Give me. But you are exactly right. And there's nothing wrong with makeup, but a lot of these other nationalities, they not twisting on wigs, and you gonna argue me to death about how, hold on. I knew you was gonna do it. You was gonna argue me to death about them using little pieces of hair and weave, but other nationalities out here ain't rocking a top piece like all females are. And you gotta agree with me on that.
Well, I
They
won't
And
agree
not.
it's
with
not,
you,
and
Benny,
it's not
because the
even
Like,
that.
hey,
conversation
I
is
agree.
comical,
That's
Benny.
how my
And,
mama used to wear
It's
her hair. I know
comical,
exactly
Benny.
what you're
Benny,
talking
there's
about. Tell
young
me.
Hold on,
Asian
everybody, one
white.
at a time. One at a time,
Let
everybody.
me answer it real quick. It's young white Asian girls, all kinds of young women with a head full of hair underneath wigs and weave, all kinds. Fake nails, fake everything. This is not a black thing. That's what I was just saying earlier. I teach my son from a global perspective. When we talk about black issues, we look around the world to make comparisons. The shit that we dealing with in black America is not just a black America thing. It is a worldly thing. Drugs are worldly. Whoring is worldly. Weave is worldly. Absent fathers or abusive parents. All of this stuff is worldly, brother. It's not just a black thing.
I
You
just
You
guys
want
know
I
keep
what?
just want to
relating
say one thing. I
everything
just
to
want
a
to say
black
one thing real quick.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I don't really like when we're talking about black people problem and all of a sudden we include other races as if that make it okay, because it doesn't really, even if other black, I mean other races are doing it, that doesn't make it okay. It's just the
Of
fact
course
that they
not, but
are.
we need to understand that this is not a black thing. We need to understand that the things that we go through, because a lot of black people think we're the only ones that suffer the things that we go through. We're not the only race of people dealing with the bull crap we deal with.
You're
So
right,
real
but
quick,
us, you're right, but I
as
think
far as
us.
our black females and you being a black female, do you feel pretty putting on a wig?
I'm
Do
pretty
you
without
feel?
a wig. I'm pretty with a
But I
wig.
mean, I'm gonna be, but I mean, well, man, maybe you're not gonna be that honest with me, because realistically, it been times the way I've been with feet, and I knew they had on a, and this is just in the last 10 years. This wig shit done got way out of fucking hand. But I've been in a bed with her. But I'm like, man, I wonder if she gonna take this wig off. I mean, it's not even a weave; it's a wig. You feel me? To the point where, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's disheartening as a black man
Hey,
for.
bro. Hey, you said it when you first started talking, man. I thought y'all was gonna get back to that. It's the programming. It's not them. Like, you can't just sit here. I mean, we can't just sit up here and act like the black women just all of a sudden wanted to wear wigs. You can't just sit here and act like all of a sudden, that this stuff just happened. It's not. I mean, I agree with both of y'all 100% because I understand what you guys are saying, but just to be a slight mediator, we can't just immediately, you know what I'm saying, think, and also we can't look at around the world for our problems. Yeah, it can help us, but we can't compare ourselves to that. We can't be like, well, they doing it, you know. I mean, I'm not trying to be the bad guy at all. I'm just putting my 2 cents in. I'm want to get on both sides because we can't do what both of y'all doing. We really can't do that.
See,
You
you
I
right.
think we need to
misunderstanding
take a
me.
stand. I think we
You
really need to take a
misunderstanding me.
stand,
Okay,
and
let me say this real quick because I said something that everybody is misunderstanding. When I said I'm not making comparison as in, hey, they doing it, so we should be able to do it too. That's not what I'm saying. When I say we should look at things from a global perspective, it's because black people think that we're the only race of people that go through a lot of crazy things. And I'm saying by looking at it from a global perspective, you will be able to see that we are not the only ones that got issues, hella issues going on inside of our nation. We're not the only ones.
I
They
agree
have
with you.
people
That's
all
right.
around the world
That's
dealing
right.
with absent fathers, dealing with addiction, family members. We black people ain't the only ones dealing with the bullshit we deal with. They
Yeah,
got people going through all kinds of shit. It's not a black thing.
So Chantel, I
that
got
was.
I got one quick
Go
question
ahead.
for you, Chantel. What if you was dating a brother, right? And he had nice looking dreads. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you liked about Slim. You like, man, he took care of his dreads. Yeah, I like his hair, boop bop bop. And then one day you over his house and he slipped the motherfuckers off. He just slid them bitches back like it was a baseball cap. What would you and be honest? Be on. Hold on. Be honest, Chantel. What would you think at that point?
I did a panel like that where they had man we talked about and all that kind of stuff. But listen, um, people have different things going on. It may be for a reason this person is wearing that. If the
No, but
person
don't
have
not don't
hair,
go
let me
around it.
finish.
Don't.
Let me
Hey,
finish. If the person have hair under their head, and I can clearly see this person have hair, I don't like it because, for instance, when I was in my younger days, 20 something years old, I used to wear a lot of wigs because it was a quick alternative, and so I would pull my natural hair back in a pony and wear crazy many different kind of wigs. People complimented, "Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to get one." Even men complimented. My boyfriend was so upset with me because he saw that I had a head full of long hair under my wig. And he was upset that I wouldn't wear my real hair. So
I
when I
ain't gonna
started
lie.
wearing my real hair, he was fine. He was happy with it. And he just couldn't understand why I would wear wigs, but it was for fun. You understand what I'm saying? Now, here's what I'm saying about the men. The men and the women that wear wigs today. I don't do the wigs and stuff like that today. I'm natural. But if that person have a head full of hair and I don't like him wearing weave, I'm gonna say, look, babe, that's nonsense. Please, you don't need
No,
to wear
no,
weave.
no, no. That wasn't the question. The
I
question
think she
was
answered.
that
No, I'm
it
not
was
gonna
a
trip out, Benny, because he
I think
might be
she answered
wearing
the
it for a
question.
reason.
I think she answered when she said that when she wore her wig that her boyfriend didn't like it. I think that's the answer to the question, because when you find out that, damn, I like him because of the dread and that's not really his, you're not really gonna like that about him. It's not the fact that how he feel. Obviously, he put the fake dreads because he like it. It's because that's why he put it on in the first place. But you thought he was real, but when you found out it's fake, and you're gonna feel away.
Hair, I
I
can't
think
make the conversation into a hair thing, baby.
well,
Hold
no, and I got you, but
on.
what I'm feeling like is the loss is the identity of what females are feeling like them being attractive. It's them looking in the mirror and they've lost the identity of them knowing what's attractive to the black male.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Do you
Really?
feel like do you feel like we victim of that too? We part of
Oh,
making the black women doing it.
no, I think it's a situation of what the black female has been programmed and what sits in front of them is this long haired, light skinned, long
hey, bro.
eyelashed.
Hey,
Oh
I don't
my
mean to
God.
cut you
So
off.
what?
Hold on, Miss Chester. I don't mean to cut you off, bro. But he asked you a real important question, and I feel like you ain't be completely honest. Like she just didn't be completely honest because that was a real question. Because we
Well, go.
even
Well,
though we do,
let
but
him
we
ask it one more
accept it
time.
too. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask again,
Ask it
I
bro.
one
mean,
more time, cause maybe it
the
flew over
brother,
my head.
the brother heard the point. He probably could elaborate more on it. You could let him go.
Okay,
No,
go ahead and ask
ask the
it then.
question. Ask the question one more time, cause maybe it flew over my head. That's why I say go ahead and
I ask it for him. I ask the same question. He said, "Do you think what the women doing? Do you think is partially the men's fault?"
Right.
I don't think so, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you that we got the same programming they got, and we won't fucking girl. When we see that hair, bro, I'm gonna be real because I'm a real one. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood. Like, man, when we see that hair, bro, we ain't be tripping because you know all we really want to do. You know what I'm saying? We like, damn, she fine, especially when she got that hair. You're not thinking about what's
That's a
under that
fact.
head or if it's fake. You know what I'm saying? You think about, damn, look at that ass. But the hair just it's like a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Because that just we program too.
Man, not when it's that wig with the part, and I could see that they twisted that joint on. Not when they got that same weave on for a whole 30
You
days,
right,
dog.
you right. But I know one thing: my brother
Nah,
don't give a
I
damn.
think
My
it's
brother
level to
don't give a
this, man.
damn, bro. My
I think
cousin
it's
don't
level
care.
to this. I think it's
Exactly,
level to.
it's
I think
levels.
it's
It's
female
levels.
that's wearing wigs that cost all $700. I think it's
Yeah,
level
what?
to this. I don't think all females just wear the same wig. Probably
Man, I work with it, man. I
It's not.
work with a chick, dog. She had on that wig, dog, for about 90 days. And y'all think I'm exaggerating, and
So
I'm
this is
not.
what I'm talking about right
now.
here.
Listen,
I don't know
But
who Billy is, but this is the kind of person when I first started talking about young black women and young black girls being affected by broken men. This is the kind of guy I'm talking about. You came in and made a conversation about what's on black women's head when they got people out there shooting
he,
black men down like dirty dogs with their hands in
no,
the air. They got
Well,
people.
no,
They
he
got.
ain't saying
Hold
that.
on, don't cut me
let
off
her
now.
talk.
Don't
Let
cut
her
me
talk.
off.
Let her
They got
talk.
people. That's right. They got people sitting at the table, waking up every goddamn day, plotting to kill niggas and their sons. But you sitting up here talking about weed on a black woman's head. Come on, man.
that, but that
Hey,
was the
No, he talking
conversation,
about
though,
this.
Chantel.
There
We
y'all
ain't no
that
got
was the
y'all got to
conversation.
conversation,
understand.
though.
Look,
That
y'all
that
got
was
I
the
got
conversation,
Period.
though.
yeah,
This
y'all got to
I got
Let
a
understand
me
that
say
retarded.
fit
something right quick,
that
bro.
fit that fit
What it is?
because
Let me say
every
something, Chef.
go
Listen,
ahead, bro.
it ain't about it ain't about weave. It ain't about fitted hats. It ain't about none of that. What we gotta judge women by is they inner self. If you ain't got no smile on you, if you a bitter woman, you're gonna bring a man down. Vice versa.
There
If
you
you
go.
got a slouch ass dude and you high spirit and your energy high and his not, he gonna bring you down. But far as them killing us and all that, we doing that too. Like they killing each other, they killing themselves also. What we gotta focus on is when you see a woman, I'm talking from a man's perspective. Look for her smile. Don't look at her ass. Don't look at her weave. Don't look at none of that. Look her in her eyes, and if she crack a smile, then you know she happy with herself, bro. But y'all go ahead. My fault. I wanted to
Hey, I
chime in.
feel you, bro. Now that was cool though, my dog. That was cool. But what she's saying, like, she's saying that because it is a bigger picture, and that's what I was trying to say because it's a 50-50. We can't just blame them for wearing weed because they trying to look good for us.
But it's a
So
self-esteem issue, though. It's a
it is, but
self-esteem, and
why?
how
But
somebody.
why?
But
Why
but
do
but
they
hold
have a
on.
self esteem issue?
But it's a
Why?
self-esteem. How is somebody gonna be happy in a relationship when they not happy with their physical self, looking themselves in the mirror? It's a self-esteem. It's going to drip down into a relationship. It's going to run off into a relationship when somebody not happy with they self, bro. When they
Well,
not
Some
if you don't like black
women,
women and weed, just go to another nation and
that's
worship.
not the
You're gonna
point,
find the
Chantel.
same
That's
thing.
not.
You're
But
gonna
guess
find
That's
the
what?
same
Guess
thing.
what? Guess
You're
what?
gonna find the
hey,
same thing. A
bro,
bunch of
listen
makeup
like
Guess
and
this.
what?
weed.
Guess what? A
Some
cup
women,
full of
some
water.
women.
He said, "How can you wear a weave for 90 days and have a high self-esteem?" That's his point.
But
that's what
but
I'm.
if
Supposed
she
to
take
sit
that
around
wig
and
off, you
talk
don't know what's
about
under that wig.
weed.
You don't know what's under that wig, bro. What if it's worse than what's on that head?
No,
That's
no. Say I had on the same drawers for 90 days, and you a female. You'll be like, that nasty ass nigga got on
see
the
that.
same
It
drawers
don't
for
even
But
90
gotta be
days.
the
that's different.
drawers. It could be the
That's
Oh
shoes. See,
my
different.
you could have
God.
on the same shoes for
How you
90
know?
days.
How you know he ain't got no different shoes? That's what I'm
Have you
saying.
guys
It's a
been
bigger
drinking or
picture.
something?
But look. Now we saying how I don't know she got different wigs at the house.
No, I said
I
no.
don't.
I said how you don't know that her head fucked up underneath. How you know
Let,
how
let,
you don't
let's let the
Let
sister break it down.
hold on though. Hold on
Let's
though.
let the
We not
sister
we
break it
can't
down.
even hold on though. We can't even start guessing like that. That was his girlfriend. Like let's start asking some question. Like what did he even ask her about the wig? Did he ask her, babe, why
exactly
do you have that wig for night
exactly
for so long?
Man,
or even the woman
how I'ma ask somebody that's like I'm scarred now. I'm joining them for real.
But I'm
Oh, okay.
saying
We
you
hold
Can,
you
on.
can
We
but
I
talking.
speak?
Hold on. We
Let
talk
the
about
sister speak
selfish.
right quick. Let the sister speak right quick. Let the sister speak.
Okay. When we talk about issues in each nation of people, when I say nation, I mean race. When we talk about issues in each nation of people, we talk about the men because nobody looks to the women to solve the issue. We all look to white men, black men, African men, or Brazilian men. We don't look to women to fix shit. We look to men to fix issues in their nation because they are the leaders. Now, unfortunately, I don't think you guys understand that when you wake up in the morning in America, that there's white men and other men that get up and sit at the table and plot on how they're going to rise and how they're going to stay in their places and make sure their descendants coming behind them remain in that high elevated place. And I can't hear, somebody got a mute. And you guys, in the meantime, I don't know if you understand, we live under captivity right now, but you must come to that understanding and understand we live under captivity and we need to wake up and we need to be thinking about our youth future as well. Do you not see what's going on when you wake up and go out your door? Do you not see that your community don't have grocery stores, don't have shit going on for themselves, that you're living under other men's rule, but you're waking up? Listen, Asians wear weave, white wear we, all kind of damn women wear weave and makeup. You think they men is waking up, sitting down, talking about the weave and the makeup that they women
If
wear?
they wear it for
That's
90
childish.
days, no, if they
It's
They can
man,
they
childish.
can
listen,
run their
It's
fingers. They can run their
childish.
fingers through their hair though.
listen,
Hey, let me say
They
listen.
could
something right
pull
quick.
their
Childish,
hair
Let me
bro.
though.
say something right
All
You're
quick.
right,
being
listen, bro. All right.
childish, man.
Look, let me look.
You talking
Hold
like
on.
a child.
I'm
Hold
not
on.
letting
Hold
my
on.
girl wear a wig for 90
Hold on.
days,
Big
bro.
Chantel, hold on right quick. Okay, I went to school. I went to school with people that
He
didn't
say
have a lot
no,
of
not
money,
90
man.
days.
I went to school with people that didn't have a lot of money, and they wore the same shit to school every day, and it had nothing to do with their self esteem. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
that
I
girl
feel you
didn't.
because I done seen some back when I was in school. I seen a motherfucker wear that same polo shirt twice
To
a
the end
week.
of the year. To the end of that's what I'm saying. And we gotta think
Yeah,
about that. When you saying what you saying, bro, it's really not applicable to the conversation because it's really how you feel, and that really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity to be like, dang, she all right, like it ain't hurt me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just send energy her way. Send good energy her way. Don't be like that. That's the whole key to life. You know what I'm saying? It's all about emotions, man. And when we
yeah,
sending those
man, we
people just gotta have
because
empathy at the end of the day, man.
I think we
right, but
passed that,
not too
man. Let
much
me
though, because that's how they ran over our ass.
let me ask you
But at the
guys
end,
a
hey, at the
question
end
though,
of the
man.
day, is you going to date a female dog that wear a wig for 90
No,
days
but
though?
I'm not gonna
No,
talk
Okay.
let me
about her
ask
at
you guys a
all.
question though.
I
When
I,
would
we
oh,
spend
oh, and I,
a day
hey,
in
hey,
my
no, but
life.
we was cool. No, we was cool. No, that's the whole thing. And I slowly but surely, after a while, used to ask about that. And then she was going to the fact that she wore a shower cap under the wig and that she wore conditioner because
nah,
whatever.
I
Yeah,
know
Maybe
and
what
she
I
don't
want
know
you
no
to do.
better.
that's what I'm
They
trying to
gotta wake
explain.
up and
Maybe she
focus
don't know
on
no
but
women's
better.
bro, but
marriage.
can
That's
we
the
change
kind
the
of man
Everybody,
I
conversation
wouldn't
and
date.
talk
everybody don't
about
have the.
something like else and
I
like more
wouldn't date a
important,
man
like
who wake up
the
and
brother
worry
was
about
saying?
what women wearing and what's on their head. Now that right there, that's dismissed in a blink of an
All
eye.
right.
Like, get
But
the
the
Let me
fuck
shit,
ask
but
out of
you
here with
this.
that's
that.
Would you date a man? Hold on. Let me say this. Would you date a man that never shaved and cut his hair?
Listen,
Never?
I'm
No, I'm
not,
asking you.
listen, I'm not gonna go in on somebody's looks or whatever, because if I meet somebody and he's not up to what I like, then I just keep on moving.
No, I'm
That's all it
saying
is.
he
I'm
got,
not trying to
listen.
raise
No,
nobody.
listen.
I'm
No,
Listen, they're
listen.
a grown man and woman. I don't have time to raise somebody. If he don't know how to tend to himself properly, I will move on.
That's all we saying too. If she don't vet
Yeah,
thank
No,
you,
you
herself,
guys
thank
are
you,
not
that's
saying
cool.
thank
that.
That's
you.
You
cool,
guys are
bro.
focusing
Y'all,
on her
yeah,
weave. If you
y'all
no, I'm
move
moving.
on, that
focusing
means
on,
you
no,
would not
listen,
even
listen right
talk
quick.
about her. You're
Listen,
talking
Cheryl.
about her weave.
No, you
If you meet
misunderstanding
a
us.
woman and you
No,
realize who she
no,
is, she's
stop,
wearing a
stop.
bunch of weave,
Listen
move
what we said.
along.
All right, listen right quick. We're not giving a fuck about her weave. What we giving a fuck is how she don't groom herself enough to change that weave. how she
Maybe
just
Move
wake up.
along
bro.
No, hold
then.
Hey,
up. No, you defending the women and we making a
No,
point.
no,
Say your
I'm not.
daughter.
I'm
Now
saying
listen right
move
quick. See, there
along.
you go. Listen right quick. Say your daughter, right? You got a daughter, right? If you got a daughter, right? She 18, 19 years old and she don't fucking take care of herself. You're gonna be like, man, take that nasty ass wig off. Man, take them dumbass track. Why don't you just go natural? You're gonna say groom yourself. If she got dirty dirt under her nails, I'm gonna talk about it. If she not cleaning her ears, if she not washing them cavities, if she, I know that by her wearing a wig for
hey,
90
Sir
days. So
Drop.
I'm like, go
Hey,
ahead, bro.
Sir
My
Drop.
bad.
Look, bro. Sir Drop. Look, you got to understand that. Like, damn, I didn't. You made me forget what I was gonna say. You was going so hard. But look, you got to understand. Like, maybe she don't have the capacity to even know what she's doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was Chantel's daughter, I guarantee you, she would have known at the age of fucking 4. She would have knew at the age of 3 about her hygiene. But maybe that girl didn't have a Chantel in her life. She don't have a Sir Drop in her life. You know what I'm
So
saying?
let's switch it up real quick.
Mic
Now
drop.
we all now we off now we off the wigs, right? Let's talk about the perms. That's
Nah,
20
man.
years
Let's
ago
talk
now.
about free energy, man. Let's
No,
talk
no,
about
no,
free
no, no,
energy.
no,
Yeah,
no, cause we
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fit.
That's what we need to do, bro. Because what Let's we talk talking about about free right now is energy, not man. going to help Fuck the that community perm at
But
all,
but we
man.
go.
Fix it, man.
But we
That's
still
what I'm
on
saying.
our
He
culture.
got a
Nah,
broken
nah,
spirit.
nah,
He
nah.
walking
Hold
around
on.
with that
Oh,
broken,
Chantel,
tormented
ain't no
spirit.
self hatred.
You
I'm just trying to
broken,
prove a
baby. You
point here.
tormented. You can't
I'm
see nothing
trying
but
to.
what's on somebody's head when they killing
No,
you when
I'm
you walk
talking,
out the damn door. You
sweetheart.
scared
I'm
as fuck
talking.
I
when they
think you
pull
need
up
to
behind
like
you.
Here,
this.
You
here we
scared
go
when
with
you
the.
start
Here we
praying.
go
You
with
Hey,
the
scared
okay,
you say
argumentative
you're
let him
shit.
talk,
atheist.
Chantel.
But
Let him
you
talk,
praying
Chantel.
then.
Here we
Chantel, let
go
You
him
with the
talk.
praying then,
argumentative
but you
and the
say you an
downgrading.
atheist.
Yeah,
You
Chantel,
saying
let him
you an
let him
atheist,
speak
but
his
you start
piece.
praying when that white
Atheist.
man pull up
I
behind
never
you. How
said
dare you?
nothing about no
Hey,
Cut it
Chantel.
out.
atheist.
You're being foolish. You're
No,
broken, boy.
Chantel,
You
no, don't
Man,
do
look
that,
broken.
at the
Chantel. Don't do that.
judgmental. Damn,
Don't do that,
Chantel, I ain't
You
know
Chantel.
you
sit
was
up here. I'm not about
judgmental
to
like
hold the
that though.
conversation about somebody's hygiene and what they're
But you
not doing
just
when you
you
don't like
just
how
Free
somebody
judge.
energy
look.
to come
You
in,
leave the
man.
God
hell on and keep
damn.
on rolling. You don't have
Chantel.
nothing to bring to the
Hold up, bro.
conversation
Chantel.
because
Hold
you
up,
have
The
no
bro.
solutions in your
judgmentalness
head,
right
man.
here,
You
man.
don't have
Hold up,
solutions
bro.
in
You
your
just
head.
judged the hell
You
out of me
don't have
just
Chantel.
now.
solutions,
Hold
B.
up, bro.
That's
You weak.
crazy.
Chantel.
You a weak link.
Chantel.
Cut 'em.
Hey,
Chantel,
You
you
don't
chill
have
got
no
out,
you.
man.
Hey,
Relax,
solutions.
man. There's
You're a
alpha
problem.
males
You're a
up
part of
here,
the
tell.
problem.
Hey,
You're
tell,
Chantel,
a
you
listen
gotta
to
part of
this.
understand. You can't go like you can't
the
do that, Chantel.
problem.
Hey, tell, we like alpha
Do
males,
what?
right?
I'm
So,
saying I'm not about to
listen.
hold a conversation about people's
No, you
hygiene.
arguing, tell. Just,
Yo,
No,
relax.
I'm trying to
You
speak
passionate.
and say I'm not holding a conversation about somebody's hygiene. When you don't like somebody's hygiene, you move on, leave them alone. You don't stop and criticize them. That's childish and foolishness, man.
That's
When
facts.
the
That's
whole
that's
facts.
land is
right.
plotting against you,
That's
they
true.
plotting against
That
your ass, and you sit up here talking about somebody's weave and
And
how long
somebody
you been
gotta
on
say
their
it,
head.
tell.
no, bro. That ain't how we say it. We don't say it the way y'all saying it though, bro. That ain't how we do it. That ain't how we do it. Just like Chantel just went off on him. She right, but that ain't how she supposed to do it. Like
I
y'all
can't
right,
even talk.
but
What
that's
are you
y'all.
talking
That's not how.
about?
That huh?
I can't even seem to get a word in.
No, you like I'm
Hey,
saying,
tell.
it's just the way you did it. If he trying to talk and you come at him, you actually you call him, you was judgmental
Broken?
towards him. I mean, but I understand where you coming from, but you gotta hold back and you can't be like that because nobody gonna want to listen if you talking to them like that. But like I say, you right, he right too. It just ways about saying stuff. Like I say, he right, but it's you can't be like her hygiene bad. You can't
Yeah,
be
let
like
me
that.
push it back. Let me take it back.
Take it
Well,
back.
guys, I am not going to talk about somebody's personal hygiene.
There we go.
I just believe you should move on because for me, you should be concentrating on the white man shooting your asses up when he pulled behind you or something like that, and you get all scared. You should be trying to figure out how to get
We
around that.
concerned about that. We real concerned about that. What we
I don't
saying
think
is
so.
black women. Now look, you defending black women as a whole and not individually. Like you dope as hell. There's females out there that's so damn ratchet. We
Bro,
gotta
let me
bring it
ask you a
up.
question too, bro. Yo, bro, ain't you supposed to be defending black women too, bro?
Man, I thought
Nah,
we
sir,
was.
drop.
Hey,
I feel you.
I
I
thought
feel
we
you,
was
sir,
talking
drop.
about head whole time.
We
Hey,
wasn't
sir,
talking
You
drop.
know
about
what I'm
him when he
saying?
came man. We was talking
Yeah,
We
about
was talking
I
we
about
think
was
I
head
talking
think
whole
about
we
the
gotta know
time.
what
spirit
we're
of
talking about. I think
self-hatred.
sometimes,
We was not talking about hair. We was about the
Nah,
spirit of self-hatred in our
but look,
community.
here's what I was saying. If you got on a weed for 90 days, you want to know what to conquer that weed for 90 days, that you feel good in your own body under that weed, and you give me that smile and you love yourself.
but
If you broke down, my job is to say, hey man, take that dumbass fucking wig off, man. How much was
we
it?
all grown men on here,
Yeah, we
bro.
gotta buy them another. You know what I'm saying? If you see a broke down nigga
Bro,
that
we all
really got
grown men on here, bro.
potential,
We
you
supposed to do
don't
something
judge him.
about
You be
like
like, dog, step your game up. You know what I'm saying? But if you sitting there and ain't brushed your damn teeth, I'ma tell you. If you sitting there next to me, I mean next to the guy, and I can't even go in public with you because you got this fucking $30 wig on, I'ma say, hey, baby, just go natural. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
It's not passing judgment. It's saying we ain't doing it like this. We got more swag than this. It's not saying look at her hair. No, it's saying this my girl and look at her hair. Not I don't care about a stranger. I don't know the stranger. If that stranger had that wig on for 90 days. No, I ain't gonna say, look at
Bro,
that
do you
girl
know,
that.
bro? Do you know what we talking about right now, bro? Do you know that
All right.
he's in high school
Okay,
and
never
we're
mind,
talking
bro.
about that shit right now, bro?
I'm
Do you know
talking
he's in
about
high
this.
school and even talking
You
about
cutting
shit
me
like
off,
that?
bro. Listen, I'm talking about this. If I give a fuck about you, you're not wearing a wig for 90 days. If I give a fuck about you, if I don't know you, I'm not gonna even
But
know
bro, we all
you
know
had a
that,
wig
bro.
on for
We all
90
know that
days.
because we all grown men on here, bro. We all know that. We ain't trying to keep on talking about that shit. We all know that. We all grown men.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Hey,
12-year-old
sometimes
on here, bro.
sometimes you gotta tear a motherfucker down and bring them up, bro. You
Can
gotta
you
say,
do
look,
first so we can hear the other guy?
Yeah, man. We need to talking about some free energy, man. We need to talking about some free energy.
Oh man.
I'll beat your
Talking
ass,
about this
bro.
mentality. We need to talking about some real shit that's going on.
The
We ain't
real
just
Right.
talking
shit that's
about
going on is the self esteem with our black females.
and our
That's
black
that's that's
men,
the
bro.
real shit. That's and
Bro, we
black
gotta be,
man.
yeah, we gotta be real. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be real. I mean, I feel you, but like saying it like, I
When
mean, like I say,
when you
everybody,
got when
y'all,
you got argument when you got argument, and that's exactly what'll happen if you do say something to a female
But let
about
me
her
ask you.
wig.
But let me say
You,
you.
you what you
Let me
gonna
say
get is
something real
exactly
quick,
what just
bro.
happened about
Let me
five
say
minutes
something.
ago.
exactly,
Hold on, bro.
bro.
Let me say something real
Exactly.
quick.
That's why we can't do it like that.
Hold on, though. Let me say something real quick, bro. We talk like, yeah, all right. We addressing your black people problem, or we have self esteem problem, but we're coming at it like that. We're not talking like, yo, we're not coming with a solution. We just talking at the people. We just talking down at the people that are doing bad. We're supposed to come with a solution and be saying that, all right, this is
The
how
solution
we're
is
supposed
take
to
the
do it.
wig off, Slim. Take the
That's
wig
not what
off.
the brother is doing right now, bro. The brother is over here saying that, oh nah, this
That's the
bitch is ugly.
solution. Take the
This
wig
is
off.
that.
Stop wearing the wigs. That's a simple
Ooh,
solution.
That's gonna stop toxins. That's gonna
Stop
stop the
wearing the
white men from.
wigs.
That's
We
gonna
gotta
stop the
stop
white men
accepting the
from
wig. You got
imprisoning.
niggas,
The white man don't got nothing to do with no wigs.
hey, you
If
got
you
niggas
got
that's
to
Stop
do
trying
with
to
against the
your
bring the
life,
white
wigs,
man
bro.
into
the
the shit
white
with the
man has a
wigs.
You
whole
got
lot to
niggas
Man,
do
the
that's
with
white
against
man
your
the
don't got
wigs.
nothing to
life.
do with the wigs,
He
man.
But you
controls
got
and
The
niggas
white
that's
man don't
dominates
got nothing
your
to do with the
life.
wigs.
the
He
white
The white man don't got
controls
nothing to
and
do with the
dominates
wigs.
your
but you
life.
got
The
He
niggas
has
white
a
that's
man
lot to
accepting
do
the
with
yo,
it.
wig.
listen. How you gonna say they don't have nothing to do with it when they make
Control
that
and
shit? They the one
dominating,
that make create that
shoving
shit in
you
the
in
first
Who
man,
place.
that
prison.
buying
white
it?
man ain't got nothing to do with that damn raggedy ass wig that girl keep wearing to work. Listen, man, all we trying to say is step your game up. Ain't nobody tripping. Let's fuck the wigs. Let's
Yo, who
talk
keep
about the
making that
men,
shit?
the
Who keep
loser
making that shit
men,
and
and the
send
loser
that shit in
females,
our
bro.
community, bro? Who keep
My
making
baby
that
ain't
shit
wearing no
in our
wig for 90
community?
days, nigga.
Hey, like I
Look,
said, man, we
So
gotta we
let me
gotta come
ask
up
you.
with
Let
a
me ask you
solution.
something.
We
Since they
gotta
don't
come
make
up
that
with a
shit, bro. Since they
solution.
don't have nothing to do with it, where do we get that hair from? We're making the wig with.
Man, who buying it? You asking
No,
where it
I'm
coming
asking
from?
where do
Who
we get the
buying
hair
it?
from? Not who buying
Why
it.
are
Where
they
do we get
buying
the
it? No,
hair
the
from?
question is why are they buying it?
There we go. Because
Yo,
it's being
mind's
promoted and
eye.
it's
What's
being
your thought on
accepted.
this, Mr. L? Y'all been quiet, man. What's y'all thoughts on this, man?
On what?
Well, I think
your
first,
girl got a, hey, mind's eye, your girl got a Medea wig, right? And she ain't took that motherfucker off in like 90 days, right?
This nigga is a comedian, bro.
Is you gonna tear her down or you just gonna leave her? Like Shell want us to leave her. Like, uh,
This is what I'm
he,
talking about, bro. This is what I'm talking about. He ain't trying to come with no
Hey,
solution.
let
He trying to
Raul
That's
come
what
talk.
with
I'm
Let
something
Raul
saying.
talk.
Billy's
Look,
sitting
look.
there
concrete, bro.
laughing because this
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
he's
Raul
about.
got something to say. Raul got something to say. He's speaking his mind right now.
Yeah, bro. We need to. If we're gonna talk about like, all right, the black women need to stop wearing wigs. Let's address it the right way. Not joke about it. Not saying that, oh, if they're wearing this for 90 days, or are you what you gonna do? You gonna do this or you gonna do that? Do that? I don't think that's the right way to approach the situation. I think we're just making a fool of ourselves, like talking
Man,
about
you
it
got
like
a
that.
panel full of dudes. If you was to ask everybody on this panel, which would you choose?
Yeah, I know. I wish I had some more sisters on this shit.
But at
Oh,
the
this
end of
shit
the
is
day,
crazy.
bro, I have my girl chime in right now, and she
Okay,
gonna
well,
say,
put your girl on then, bro. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Put your
"Nah,
girl
I
in.
grab it,"
Put your girl
cause she
in
got it,
live
cause her
right
wig,
now.
her wig,
We
her
got the
wig
camera
like two
on.
weeks
Her
old,
drop.
so she ain't gonna.
Hey,
Her
Sir
wig
Drop.
2 weeks old, so she
Hey,
not gonna get on, bro.
hey, Sir. Hey, Sir
Man,
Drop
come
and
on,
Benny.
man.
Hey, Sir
yes,
Drop
sir.
and
Yes,
Benny.
sir.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Look,
hey,
man. Ain't
hey,
no
Kevin.
look. We
I only
said
got
we.
one sister on the channel right now. Hey,
And
hey,
she
hey,
feel like
wife.
she being
I need you
attacked,
to
and
come
she
on.
feel like she being attacked the whole time, and it ain't
Yeah,
attack.
and
It's
but she
Attack
going
you
in though.
because
She
you're a
she
broken
holding her
Yo,
own
spirit,
though.
brother.
knowledge.
She
You
holding
oh
her
can't
my
own.
attack me.
god!
You
I got a
can't even
question for you,
stand with
bro.
me, brother.
You just talked to me for
You
about
Hell
are
10
no,
minutes,
she's
and I'm
absolutely
straight
broken
alpha,
hatred
spirit.
because
bro.
all
Hey,
you
knowledge. I got a
about
Yeah,
question
she
for
is
you,
just
bro.
talked to
zero.
me for about
You on
10 minutes, but
zero,
I'm
bro.
broken
Hey,
spirited.
You
let me
on
say something
I'm
right
zero.
quick.
broken
Let
spirited
me say
because
I
I
something
hear
right
say the
you
quick.
wigs
saying
is a
from
no
your
go.
mouth.
Hey,
I
let
hear
me
what
say.
I
you're
s-
saying from your mouth.
10 minutes of talking to me about
You
wigs,
on
and I'm
zero,
broken
bro.
spirited, huh?
Yo,
You
knowledge.
on
Unmute
zero.
Hey,
You
yourself.
have nothing
Let me
good
ask
to
you a question
offer
right
to
quick.
conversations, bro. You on zero. That's
Oh,
all I'm
that's
saying. You
sad to
could
hear
never
from you.
Oh,
insult me
That's
when
sad to
I'm
hear
what you
from you,
hear from
Chantel.
the coming from me
I
is
had never,
I
I
don't
would have
like
never said nothing like that to
stupidity.
you, though,
I
Chantel. To
don't
be
like
honest with you,
stupidity, dude. That's what you hear
I
coming
would
from
have
me.
never,
Don't take
I
it as
would have never
offense.
judged you
I'm
like that,
not
Chantel.
offended because I'm a beautiful lady. What I'm
You know, you
hearing is
are offended. It
stupidity.
show. It show that you
No,
offended,
I'm
though.
telling
It
no,
show.
I'm telling
You're
you what's
showing
going
you're
on.
offended.
You're gonna tell me what it be. I'm telling you, I'm disgusted by people like you, brothers in particular,
And your
like you. You got a
judgmental and
broken
your
spirit
judgmental
who
attitude.
filled with
You
self-hatred, and you continue to
look at
spread
the
your
list of
toxin.
judgmentals from you. Listen to you. Listen to
Toxicity. You
yourself.
so toxic.
hey,
What
both of
solutions do
y'all,
you
Listen to
have, Benny?
hey,
yourself.
both
Do
of
you
y'all,
have any
listen.
solutions? Let
Yeah, I
me
got
hear
a
from you,
solution.
Benny.
Here go the solution. Now look,
No,
both of
I
y'all.
want to know from Benny right quick. Who want to talk about weave all
I
day?
know what you
Benny,
want
do
to
you
know,
have
but I
any
want to say this.
solutions to
hey,
I
anything?
know
Chantel,
what
what
you.
part of Louisiana you from?
Man,
I
let me
want to
talk
know,
right
do
quick,
Benny
bro.
have any solutions or anything good about anything in the
I
black
just said
community?
the
Period.
solution. Take the
What
wig off.
what
I said the solution. Take the wig off.
Chantel,
Hey y'all, what's
Chantel,
up? This is Vibes right here.
Chantel,
Here
what
go my wife. My wife putting on a wig right now. I had to go in live from my other channel. My wife wanted to chime in on this.
Killing these bitches. Went from goddamn straight natural twist, bitch. I can do either or to
Hey
straight
man, I love your
blonde.
girl, bro.
Fuck
She
you mean?
remind me of my girl like a motherfucker, bro.
Fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? Say I made all that. The
Yeah,
fuck ain't nothing
period.
wrong with it.
Go ahead and lie. You
Please
did just not make her. That's
behave
beautiful,
with
by
my
the way.
way.
That
She ain't
$50
gonna wear it
wig
for
does
90
not
days,
make her.
man.
When she take it off
More
and put it
here.
back on,
More
she's
here.
still the
Buy
same
Aisha.
woman.
My cousin selling shit too. Yeah.
Mm.
Right now.
Mic drop knowledge. Hey, that was a mic
Yeah.
drop knowledge.
More here.
Real. That's
More
real.
here.
That's real.
How
now
about that?
that let y'all know
How
we should not
about
be
that?
talking about the wigs right there. That let y'all know that
Hey,
we
that's
should not
real.
be talking
Hey,
about
How
wigs.
about that?
Hey, if she leave
hey,
that
you got
motherfucker
it.
on for
Hey,
90
she wear
days,
that
hey,
wig
knowledge.
every damn day.
How about that?
Hey,
Take it off
knowledge.
at night.
Let it know.
Hey, she
How about
take
that?
care of that
My
motherfucker,
next
though.
up.
Hey,
That's right.
she
Right
take
back
care of that
up.
Hey,
motherfucker,
where the
bro.
mannequin at? Go get the mannequin. Show them what you
On
said
my
on.
Hey,
face.
hey, her wig don't look cheap though. You
Straight like
feel
that.
me?
Man, that's a
Her wig
$70.
don't. Yeah,
She
that
ain't
shit look
spent
like.
Hold on, hold on,
$20
hold
on
on.
that
Say it
wig.
again. Say
Yeah,
it again. Say it again.
that wig don't
On
look
my
cheap
face.
though. You hear
It's
me?
Her
on
wig
my
got
hair.
baby hairs,
All
man.
my
We
hair.
talking about
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
the
Like you said, nothing
$20
wrong with
wig
my hair.
that they
Ain't
wear
I
to
know
work
ain't
for
nothing
nothing
90
wrong with
days.
wigs,
that
huh?
shit.
Thank you very much. Take it on, put it off. You're
Hey,
still the same woman. You're still beautiful either way
no,
it goes.
but did
Hey,
you
that
peep?
part.
Hey,
That
listen right
part.
quick. Listen. Did you
She,
peep her self esteem though? Her self esteem is high. Now, if she was a broke down female, she wouldn't have been able to do that online like that. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
real. And that's real. And
And
that's
that's what it's
real.
about. It's about
And
that
that's real.
smile. It's about that I love myself. It's
oh,
about that
shit.
fuck what you
Now
talking
y'all gonna
about
change that tune.
mentality.
I'm glad you got to see a real sister with a wig on off, and now you're changing the tune. Thank you.
Yeah, she got
Not
y'all right.
changing the tone. If she wear that for 90 days without taking it off,
Nah, she got y'all right. She
hey
got y'all
knowledge.
mind right.
Let me ask knowledge this
Hey,
way.
Hey,
Hey knowledge.
nah,
Hey knowledge.
she
knowledge
Hey
good.
did
She
knowledge.
though.
got y'all
Hey,
mind
Let me
right.
hey,
ask. Hold up,
hey,
man.
she
Let me
did
talk right
though.
quick. I'm gonna
Got y'all.
pass y'all the
Hey,
mic.
she
I'm gonna
just got
pass y'all the
y'all.
mic. Let me ask knowledge something. Hey knowledge. Now
Man,
say
nah,
that
bro.
was no. Let me ask
You
knowledge
asking
something
the
right
same
quick.
question, bro.
Man, hold up,
It
bro. I don't
don't.
give a fuck. Well, listen to the same question. Listen.
Nah,
Now, knowledge. Nigga, I ain't asking. You don't know what the fuck I'm about to say, bro. Leave me
hey,
alone. Listen.
I ain't messing
Bro,
with you,
don't
bro.
do
I'm
that,
trying to
bro.
get
Hey,
somewhere.
bro. All right, we'll get somewhere after I say this one line. Now, listen. Knowledge. If that's the only wig she bought since last summer, you ain't gonna be having that, bro. You gonna be like, hey, man, you need another wig, bro. So what I'm saying is, if you wear that same goddamn wig without taking it off, and it get frizzy and nappy, you gotta get another wig. You can't keep going to
Her
work with.
man ain't gonna
Bro,
let
you
that
not
happen.
really saying nothing, bro. We
Her
know
man
all
ain't
that,
gonna
bro.
let it
Man, hey
happen. He gonna
dog.
make sure to get
Bro, I'm
any
being
Hey,
wig
real.
he
You can get
now
wants.
let
mad
me
all you
chime
want,
in
big
with
dog.
dude,
You can
man.
get
Let
mad
me
all you
chime
want,
in with
dog. I'm
dude.
being
I
real,
ain't mad
bro.
about nothing, bro. You
Well,
going
don't get
against
no
what I'm
attitude on
saying.
me.
Nigga, shut your bitch ass up.
Look at
Listen,
you.
bro, if you
Look at
don't
you.
agree,
Hold
you don't
on,
gotta
bro. Ain't
tell
nobody,
me, bro.
bro. Ain't nobody finna be doing,
All
bro.
right, well,
Chill,
don't do
bro.
that with me, bro. That's
That
all
what
I'm telling you,
I'm
bro.
gonna
If
be
you
real with you,
disagree,
bro. I'm gonna be real.
don't
You
be
can't
real
be
with me,
changing
bro,
with
because
me,
I ain't
bro.
real with you, bro. I don't even know you, nigga.
It don't
I'm
matter
saying
what
if
I'm saying. You
if you
fucking up the
against the
team.
grain, all right, go ahead and talk, man. I'll be done slap the
Bro,
dog
no, bro.
shit out
Look,
of you, bro.
I ain't
Listen,
got no, I ain't got no beef with you, bro. But I'm just trying to, I'm matching your energy, bro. That's all I'm doing. I'm just letting you, I'm letting you feel how you letting us feel. You know what I'm saying? It's
okay,
nothing like
that's
that, bro.
real.
No, sir, drop, hey, sir, drop
Bro,
that
no,
out. You
let
don't know
her
me, but
go.
I
Let
know
her
you, nigga.
go.
I fuck with you. I hear you on Sanchez shit all
Yo,
the time,
knowledge.
but I'm a, like I say, I'm gonna keep it real,
I
man. And
got a
I just
question for
match
you,
your
bro.
energy, bro. Like I say, ain't no beef. I'm just saying
Oh
you
no,
gotta
that's
understand.
real. I was tripping. I was tripping. My
But I
bad.
fuck with you, bro. I'm just trying to get to a point because Chantel, she really, it's hard for her to get it out because she just getting pissed off, but she really trying to say something. And well, y'all trying to say
Yo,
something
knowledge.
too.
I'm trying to ask you a question, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, let dude finish right quick, cause I've been cutting him off and everything, man. He trying to build for real. My
Man,
bad,
I'm
dude.
trying to
man,
see
Go
it's
what
ahead.
all
y'all think
good, bro. Like
about
I say,
free
I fuck
energy,
with you,
man.
bro. That's why I was going. That's why I was going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it there with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I fuck with you, and I'm already knowing who what you is. Because I hear you all the time speaking, and I hear you going hard just like you go hard now. So I'm already knowing what I gotta how I gotta go with Sir Drop. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, my nigga. But all I'm saying is, Miss Chantel, it's what she really trying to say is it's really not about the wigs. Yes, we need to. They need to stop wearing the wigs. Yes, they do, but yeah, they could be beautiful without it. But at the same time, it's deeper than that. And right now, we don't need to be talking about hygiene and self-esteem because it's reasons why they have that self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she don't have a man at home that's telling her. Maybe she ain't got no brothers or no cousins that's gonna get on her ass. They probably fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. It ain't no beef.
Thank you,
Damn,
bro.
No,
y'all
that was a
perfect
mic
this
drop
video.
right there.
Can I
Thank you,
get two
bro.
likes to people that's watching the video? God damn. I'll
We
give a
don't need
brother
no
one
likes,
like.
knowledge. We
That's
don't need
all I
no
get,
likes,
one like.
bro.
Damn, yo.
They fuck with us heavy, bro. I'm telling you, they just not showing us. You probably got 200 people watching for real. They not telling us our algorithms and
And
shit in
you
our
should say
fucking
I got four
analytics.
people watching and one like. What the hell?
Everybody go press like now. How you do that? Let me see.
You can change the title to something else to like make people want to click in.
Say that again.
Or if you change the title to like make people want to click in, almost like a clickbait, but not a clickbait, but making people want to click in to see what's going on.
But they blackballed us though. Like HOTC blackballed like a motherfucker, man. We can go live every single day, man. They is not gonna let that shit pop for some reason. They
Hey,
just
drop.
don't let it pop.
That's because it's for us, bro. It's for us. We the ones who got who need to hear this. We the ones who got to give it to them on the streets, not on YouTube. We connect on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get off this bitch and we gonna be able to speak because we get knowledge from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's for us.
Oh, so you saying this confidential right here? That's what we're gonna
Man,
start naming the streams. Confidential.
real
That's a
talk. You need to lock
clickbait.
this bitch. Don't let
Yeah.
nobody get in on this bitch.
I'm
Hey,
about
yeah,
to
knowledge. Let's
open my
start
phone.
calling the shit confidential episodes,
Huh?
and
You're
then
not
you
following me.
know. But y'all my motherfuckers, man, for real. Like I'm cool with y'all. Like I'm cool with people in the streets. I mean, I'm cooler with y'all because I don't have to deal with y'all motherfuckers. I can just get on my shit, and y'all can get on y'all shit, and we can talk our shit. And this shit is dope because it opened the mind up. Because I can't talk to
Yo,
like my normal
yo,
people. I
plain,
can't just
plain,
sit down.
Mr. P, go check your invites. I done sent you an invite on Hangouts like 3 times. Go to Gmail and check your
Hold
invites,
up, bro.
plain Mr. P. Hey, UAP, I done sent you the new invite too. Y'all just gotta go check your invites. All you gotta do is send me an email. Once you send me your Gmail, I send you out the link, and you just gotta go to your invites. If you don't check your invites, you're not gonna see it. If you ain't got it to where your phone ring when somebody send you an invite, you know what I mean? So
You can put the link in the chat too. You can
I'm
just put
not
the
putting it
shit.
back in the chat. Baba Rashawn just came in and knocked everybody off the chat. We not doing that again.
Hey, but you know that's a good thing. When they hating like that, that mean
We're
your
not doing
voice
that
heard.
again. Yeah, we're not
Hell
doing that
yeah.
again. We're not doing that.
Hey, that boy
Hey,
Baba Rashad a fool with that sniping, ain't he? He did a number on my boy.
Who is the person in the on the panel that's not saying nothing? Mines something? Mines?
Oh,
oh,
he
mine's
Oh,
eye. That's
mine's
our
out, but he
nigga.
was talking, but everybody else was talking. Mine's out. What's up, brother?
Mine's eye ain't at the mic, but yeah, he. Hey, we was
He
building
was just
earlier.
right there. Mine's out.
Sir, the
You
sir
got your
got
mic
mic is
muted.
too
Mine's out. Unmute
loud.
your mic. Mine's out.
All right, I got you, Chef.
There you go. Hold on. Here you go, brother, right now.
dun 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 dun.
Well, before he says anything, let me say something.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, cause I can't even tell if he's saying nothing or not. His lips moving, but I can't hear him.
Oh, his mic is muted. That's why.
His mic not muted, it's unmuted.
He over there high. Look at him.
Hey, hey, Messiah,
It's
Messiah.
Mr.
Let
L. What's
Messiah
up,
get the
Mr.
mic.
L? Let Mr. L go ahead. I don't know what mine's eye. Say something, bro.
That nigga high.
I bet that nigga talking like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Ain't
he
shit
just
coming
fucking with
through.
us. He moving his lips and shit, man. What's up, Mr. L?
Hey, what's up,
I may
everybody?
have pressed his. Oh, okay.
Just want to say respect to the panel. Um, I've been listening to everybody. I agree with pretty much with everybody. Just that we gotta, catch ourselves when we lose ourselves. What I mean by that is like when we lose control, we start arguing with people. No, everybody puts in that deaf ear and nobody hears you. So, we gotta take a deep breath first, and then continue. Because what we're doing right now, we're building, exchanging information, exchanging experiences, so we can teach others. And I agree with we gotta go out there in person to talk to people. 'Cause that's what I do, because that's the original social media, before cell phones, and the cell phones came with the conditioning. Everybody got conditioned, and with that brought the narcissism, and that was the goal of their agenda, because now everybody's worrying about their status. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what's up, man. You see how he analyzed the energy, and he was like, "Man, y'all niggas really just barking at." I'm loud as fuck because she just told me, but we barking at each other with positive points. That's why everybody trying to stand on a square when we all saying the same thing. You know what I mean? We are saying the same thing. We gotta love these black women and build them up, but they gotta love us and build us up too. You know what I'm saying? So the truth hurts. So if now say I call off, right? I call off work like 3 days in a row. It's my girl's job to say, man, what the fuck you doing, bro? We gotta, you know what I'm saying? If 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 anything she doing out of line, I gotta be like, what's up, baby? What the fuck you doing? Now we
Why you
gotta
wearing
do
that wig
that.
for 90 days?
Yeah, but we got to do that within our own structure of our own people. We can't go ask a female we don't know why do she got that wig on because she might ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? So we can't judge outside of it. We can only judge our daughters, our moms, our sisters, our girls, and them the only people that can really judge us. We can't have females in the say you walking through the mall, right? And you like, hey baby, what's your name? And then she goes, eh, and keep walking because she thinks she the shit. You gotta be like, okay, that motherfucker uglier than a motherfucker with the wig with 90 days. That bitch
Damn it.
that got the new wig that just said, and kept walking, she uglier to me than the female that wear the wig for 90 days. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. It's all about who the fuck is connected to you by energy. This is who you got to care about. If y'all not connected by energy, don't even worry about it. You can't save everybody. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all go ahead. But my daughter is not wearing no goddamn wig for 90 days. My girl not, my mom not, my sister not, right? But I can't judge that female that is. I don't know what that lady going through. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I can't judge her. I can't be like, why the hell you got them goddamn dirty ass shoes on? It's not my business. But if my girl got on dirty shoes, it's my business. I feel like I feel if it came to that point. You understand? If my girl got to catch the bus to work, I'm going to feel like a failure. Hold on, we got to get a whip. Hold on, we got to step our game up. If everybody do that in-house, the whole community is step up. Be the president of your own house. You understand what? Fuck everybody else. You can't pass. Y'all go ahead. You know I've been sipping. I'll just keep talking, bro.
Hey, them
Go ahead.
facts. Them all facts. Them all facts right there, my boy.
I agree. We're all
Now,
victims.
now
We're
how
all
we gonna
victims, and it's our fault too. It's everybody's fault, but with that fault, it came with that conditioning. We were conditioned, But once we know what we're doing wrong, I mean, you keep doing it, then you're the problem.
hell yeah, now we like I say, we gotta start coming up with some solutions, man.
Is Mind's Eye still talking?
Nah, I don't hear him saying nothing, man.
He talking, but I don't think nothing
Man,
coming
I
out.
turned his mic up. I don't know. I mean,
He talking, it just ain't nothing coming out.
Mind's Eye, leave out and come back in, bro. Drop yourself and come back in if your volume not working, because we can't hear you.
What is that? Okay.
Yeah, when it don't work, you usually have to do that. Just drop yourself and come back in.
So all of y'all lit. I'm about the only sober one on the panel.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, well, I wish I had a glass of wine or something.
Get you a glass of wine. There we go, Mind's Eye. We can hear you
There
now.
we go.
I heard it sizzling as soon as you came in and say something.
Oh hell no.
And it's still not working.
No, it's working. See, you heard the sound right there. See,
That
you
boy,
did a small move. He just
hey,
not saying nothing.
hey, press the speaker button. Press that. Hey, minds, I press that speaker button at the top and change the way you
He
talking
not
to
he
it.
not saying no. We can hear you because every time you move, the volume thing be jumping, bro.
He got to press that speaker at the top and change his
Press the
change,
speaker button, bro.
yeah, change his input output.
Oh, his bite shows. Okay.
See. I hear you moving your phone, bro.
Right. You gotta say something.
Yeah, you
Can
gotta
you
say
hear me
something, man.
now?
All
Yeah,
right,
we
Oh,
Yeah.
can
there
hear
he
you.
is.
I mean, because
There
your
he is.
phone making noise when you move it. That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
is the volume button jumping?
no,
But
he's
yeah,
there.
Man, it's
there we go.
crazy.
There we go.
Go ahead, my
That's
guy.
good.
All right, can I be heard?
Y'all on here. Yeah, you can hear.
What I wanted to say, man, about this cosmetic box and this makeup thing. Like when you think about makeup, just flip that M around and it's wake up. Makeup is an illusion. You know, it's the very thing that enables us to be deceived by those who don't want to be who they was born as. It's like the altering of the avatar for the people who, you know, they play hooky and they catch your ass. So like when you think about this makeup, it's all an illusion that's been fed through, you know, all of this entertainment. Ain't the woman don't need it. This is what I realized. The woman don't need the makeup, you know what I mean? It's where the makeup, when you think about it, was created with these pharaohs and all of that type of stuff. You know, the man used to wear a painted type of suit on his skin. You know what I mean? Which eventually turned into the tattoos, and they started putting rings and all that in their skin, all of this kind of stuff. But you know, the skin is what we used to dress. You know, with the leaves and all that, plus the tattoos and all. You know how the people of the past work. You know what I mean? They had the paint on their face, and you know they wore ashes and all this kind of stuff. But it's where now the makeup thing has gotten so advanced. Look at all of these damn characters. It's a whole bunch of people walking around looking like the movie they saw last night, and this is total bullshit, man. Now, I throw the makeup box in the middle of the street, and I won't say a word, and you better not rip on my clothes, girl, and try to fight on me. You know what I mean? You got to be who you were born as, and all of the women are beautiful, man. You know what I mean? But they've been tricked into this mirror, and they look at themselves more than we can as men that's here to, you know, lay eyes on these women. The women are too busy caught inside of a vanity type of world where y'all know the song the what's the Barbie girl or something like that in the Barbie world. You know what I mean? They trapped them inside of this vanity, the beauty thing. You know, she all that, and this is where she's so caught up inside of that she gets the makeup. Um, she stands in the mirror. You know, she lives in that mirror. That's the woman's world today. She don't give a damn, you know what I mean, if the man really, you know what I mean? And I'll pause right there, man. Y'all keep going for a second.
I
Hey,
want to
that
say
that
this
was that
real
was
quick.
well said though,
I
man. That
want to
was
say this
well
real
said.
quick. Men
That was a
are
mic
wearing
drop.
weaves now, and men are coloring their hair, cottony gray hair, putting all kind of different
Yeah.
multicolors in their head. Hold on, men even in the 90s and 80s and stuff. Let's have a flashback of men now, men's behavior and their styles. They were back in the days wearing women blouses and tight pants and platforms and all that pimp stuff they had going on. Then it went in. It before that it was the
Yeah.
slide cat era where they wore those suit, colorful suits and all big old brim hats and stuff. I mean, take a ride back down the path of history when it comes to black men's style. At one point, wearing hair rollers and shower caps themselves, very feminine behavior. Um, this even in the 90s, they were doing all kinds of stuff, wearing all kind of feminine stuff, and you know, even now today in this day and age, you got skinny pants. Oh my gosh, that's so disgusting. You got skinny pants
Mm.
and all kinds of feminine stuff going on, multicolored hair, and it's not just young men; it's men in my age bracket as well. Which I am for. I just turned 42, and they have men in my age bracket doing the same kind of stuff. We even at the point where we have men actually wearing hair weave called man weave. Don't act like you don't know about it, because some of
And the
y'all probably
purse.
wearing it. Yeah,
Master P.
relaxing their hair, putting all kind of chemicals in their hair,
Oh,
manipulating their hair.
okay. Can I add
I'm
something?
almost finished. Manipulating their hair with the brush all damn day long, brushing that wave stuff. Come on, don't even some of them wearing makeup and getting enhancements and all that kind of stuff. Don't play around. This is not just a woman's thing. It's a man
Yeah, I
thing
never
too.
said
It's
it
a
was.
society thing.
And
Not just you. I'm talking to all everybody.
yeah, okay, I feel you, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I feel about it. It's where when you think about makeup, it's a illusion created for those who don't want to be who they are, or those who want to deceive and mislead. And this is where you put on the costume. You put the costume on, and this damn makeup wasn't meant for you, woman. The woman, look, the one who made this makeup and is putting it on is this man who everybody can't seem to see it today. It's that damn tough. You hear me? Now this makeup goes farther than your oil of Olay little cosmetic dust broom that you put across your face. Now this cosmetic thing, it goes deep as heart surgery. You know what I mean? These people they go under the knife and they do all of it, y'all. And this is where the makeup is an illusion that got us all asleep. We watching all the movies. We don't see the true characters though. All we see is the ones they keep playing for us. But don't nobody seem to see the true characters like, a few, you know what I mean, seeing. And that's all I wanted to say is the
That's
one
real.
who and it's like you remember that movie, what was that movie called, y'all? Where damn, Tropical Thunder. That's what it was called. Where they had the dude who played Iron Man today, Downey Jr. dude. They had him playing he was a white man, playing a black man, playing a soldier. You know what I mean? This is
Oh,
this is the
yeah,
illusion.
Tropical Thunder.
Huh?
Go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
This the illusion right in front of our face. Like everybody get down with it when Halloween come around. They do it on Christmas. Everybody play dress up, man. This all of this is ain't nobody realized the costumes yet. You know what I mean? It's where when we realize that the makeup was made for somebody who wanna, play those little games, we all put that goddamn weave down. We'll put the Master P, everybody stop trying to, you know what I mean, be cute. And I'll be quiet.
I'm gonna say this real quick, guys. And you guys was talking about a woman wearing weave for 4 and 3 months. By the way, the man weave is a installment you glue to the head, and it's actually it
Man, I
actually
can't.
lasts.
That's wild.
It
I can't even
actually,
picture a man doing it. That's wild.
yeah, it actually stay on his head
Hey,
for four
hey,
months straight.
real men don't do
Months.
that. That ain't a real
No,
man
I'm
that's
telling you,
doing
they
it.
have men doing this. It stays on his head for 4 months straight.
Yeah,
He
man.
goes and get touch-ups every 2 months. He go and get touch-ups. So you can even tell that it's weave. They do it so good.
Go and
So
get touch
guys,
up.
cut it out.
What the hell is a touch up?
Y'all are
Yeah,
having
they
a
do.
conversation about weed.
I don't know
Yeah, I'm
anybody that
through
does
with
that.
this thing, man. This thing goes deep, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all about
They
programming,
backstage
man.
on our ass, man.
It,
They backstage on our ass coming out. Fake and manufactured as they want to be, and everybody acting like this shit is real, man.
Isn't
Gary,
isn't
Vinny
isn't
and Third
isn't
Rock wanted
isn't
to talk about
isn't
weed.
that isn't that somebody's objective opinion what they think about a weed?
and all this
Like I
stuff,
mean,
everything we
like
talking about.
like like that's like saying I like vanilla ice cream. If you don't like it, something is wrong with you. No one actually cares what your
Exactly.
preference is on somebody's weed. Like who cares?
Exactly.
But I think the main focus is really not like in vanilla or chocolate. It's about the self-esteem of the individual and the costume that they're
It,
hiding
it, it's
behind.
called it's
Yes.
called it's called self-esteem. You don't give it to them; they get it from themselves.
Again, it's individuals out here walking around not being happy with themselves.
Yeah, and if that was the case,
But you're not
it's
talking
too.
about what they're happy with. You're talking about
Hey,
your objective opinion, what you don't think
But
is.
it bleeds into other things though.
hey,
It
family,
bleeds into relationships with other people.
what you say
It,
about the self-esteem thing? I'm sorry, man. Let me say this, man. What you say about the self-esteem thing does come from outside of self, because that person who is lost and may ask you for um advice or whatever, how could you help lead them or help them see something? This is you helping yourself. Now
You
what you gonna tell this
well, hold on
person?
one second. You think self esteem comes from someone else, even though it's
Yeah,
taught
yeah.
from
Now let
self.
me say what I'm trying to say, man. I've been let me say it, man. Let me say it. Now you send your children to people you don't even know, and you let them tell them everything. All of this comes from outside of this kid's self. Now all of these contradictions going around in this world, and everybody act like they can't see them. Yes, self-esteem comes from your mama and daddy. That instills it into you, unless you know what self-esteem is. You ain't just gonna run around here and think you're gonna build self-esteem by smacking Tina in her mouth and having a fight with her and saying,
Mind's
you
eye.
know what I mean?
Hey, Mind's
Self-esteem
eye.
does come from outside of you.
Let
And
me ask you a
Well,
question, Mind's eye. Hey, did you go to grade school? Did your mama send you to school?
bro, you know everybody went to the
That's
school,
what I'm
man.
saying. So you got it is self-esteem because you did the same thing that he did. It's just
Yeah,
you
that's what
had the
I.
self-esteem. And listen, it ain't nothing. Look, like a girl said in the song, confusing self-conscious with self-confidence. And a lot of people don't even know that they doing that. And that's the issue. It's
Yeah,
not it is the outside source, but at the same time, me and my brother, you know what I'm saying? Me and my homie, we got the same thing growing up. I was just able to maneuver out because I was just different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just not built like that. So it is self-esteem, but at the same time, it is outside sources. So we gotta
yeah.
understand that it's both.
Yeah, yeah, it sure is like they get you rolling. You know, you get your training wheels with, but then you got to start talking to self, with that silent voice that can't nobody hear. You got to motivate yourself. I did it myself. All y'all did it. You know what I mean? But you got to see how to be self aware. You know, and when we learn about that, we still be blind to self. You know how to they deceiving us. You feel
Can
me?
I say something? How do you guys think that other nations of men, when they look at their women wearing braids and frizzy afro type of hairstyles and stuff, I mean, they doing it like actually mimicking black American hairstyles like to the T. And these
Honestly,
men see, one second, these men see their women doing this. I've never heard a white man say, take that pink wig off. Why are you wearing braids? Or why are you wearing dreadlocks? Or why are you wearing, they don't even care. They could care less
hey,
about her hair.
honestly, they might feel the same way. We don't know. But I got a
And
question
look.
for
I
you right quick.
guarantee you,
I
they
got a
don't sit
question for you
around
right quick,
talking
Miss
about
Chantel.
what's on their woman head, baby. They don't do that.
But you don't
Those
know if
men
they
be
doing
on
it. I'm not
some
saying
money
you
making
wrong.
stuff.
I'm not saying you wrong, Miss Chantel. I'm just saying they
That's
might feel the
speculation.
same way.
Those
The
men is
dude,
on money making stuff, bro. They don't care about what's on no woman head.
hey,
Long as she
what part of
pleasing
Louisiana
him.
you from?
New Orleans, long as
Oh
she pleasing him.
man, but you gotta understand it might have some people that feel the same way these guys feel. And in that country, just like you said, you gotta look at it as a global view and understand people feel this. We ain't the only ones. I mean, they not the only ones feeling like that towards women. And in that country, like you might have an Asian woman that's dressed like an American woman, and the husband friend, like, why is she doing that? You know what I'm saying? So we can't look at it like that. We got, you know what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture.
but it's
All right,
somebody's
you guys
preference.
go ahead and focus on weave and what a woman is wearing and stuff. In the meantime, you can continue to shop at the white man's grocery store and be fucking afraid of him when he pull up behind you and all that kind of stuff because you're too busy talking about what the woman what is on a black woman's head rather than sitting down and cooping up some damn solutions for your situations.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying what you're saying. I'm just putting it in a deeper perspective. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
you're trying to give me examples of why they feel the way they feel when you should be like knocking it off the table because it's childish.
It
I
is
don't care
childish.
what black
It's
men wear.
childish.
Like he asked me a question, how would I feel if the brother came home and slipped his dreadlocks off or something? I'd be like, babe, Why you wearing that? He might have a reason to wear it. Well, okay, you got hair, you don't need to wear that. I don't give a damn why he wearing it, to be honest with you. If I like him for who he is, I'm gonna like him for who he is, with or without weave, hair, or whatever. It don't even concern me.
Nah, it's just a
Hey,
deeper.
It's
It's a
stupid.
deeper. It's
hey,
deeper.
yeah, look how deep this get, man. It's like sometimes or more or less 98% of the time you always see a fight with the parents of the children. And a lot of the times you see foot to ass dealing with the woman that, especially if he's a deadbeat or whatever. But if they chemistry ain't mixing as far as their relationship, it's gonna be turmoil. Shit gonna be, caps gonna blow. You know what I mean? So with the help of the government, she can move on without your ass. She do, I see so many of them talking about I'm mama and daddy. Some of them dress like men do, and look like studs. You know what I mean? But it's where it's a nice helping hand that'll help her move on without your ass, daddy. You know what I mean? And she's gonna take that son or daughter. You know what I mean? And if it's a mother that's she's just as much as into entertainment as her children, she ain't gonna lead these children right. If she's a young mother with a little boy, this little boy is gonna become feminized, man. The woman can't raise a man. Everybody says so. This little man, if he don't get some kind of masculine structure there to physically show him how to grow and carry himself accordingly as a young man, this little boy is gonna be effeminated. He's gonna.
Okay. Wait a minute. I got a question for you
Yeah,
on that note.
you seem to
Okay,
keep
so you
bringing in your
saying if a
subjective
boy
opinion.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying he brings in a lot of what his subjective opinion, like when he was talking about self-esteem. Your parents give you your self-esteem. Your parents give you your value, and from
Yeah.
there,
Right.
whatever you value, you will build your self-esteem off of. If you
Right.
were raised to value possessions or material things, then if you don't have some possessions or material things, well, that may affect your self-esteem because you feel it's more better if you had a fancy car rather than good grades. But if you were raised to value your education, then and you feel that you're educated, then you will have more value. You will draw more self-esteem from that.
Yeah, more necessary self-esteem that'll tell you to make sure you take care of all of the people you know. A
Right, but you
self-esteem that
build
ain't.
your right, but those
Yeah,
are your subjective opinions. Those are things that you subjectively feel that you have value. That's not a objective thing there. That's something that you get
this is
from
what
your
it turns
upbringing.
into. That's what it turns into. A person
Well,
who cares for
just like you
people
were saying,
necessarily.
just like you were saying about the feminine and the masculine. That's once again you were raised the way you were raised. You have more value towards a masculine male mindset, so that's why you feel that has more value than the
No,
other
I'm
one.
saying as a young man. I said that about the young man.
Yeah, I
Now,
know
now,
that's your objective opinion that you feel that
and
being more
and look,
masculine as a
look,
man is
it's
more
it's
value
it's
than you.
simple. It's this simple, man. It ain't my opinion. This
I
is
have a
how. This is.
question. For the guy that said something about if the boy don't have, if he don't grow up around masculine men. So you telling me a young man who grew up in a house full of men, say he grew up around his uncles and his dad, you telling me it's nowhere near likely he can end up going homo?
Now, yeah, it is, but that's if this little
Okay.
this little man ain't taught how to do things the right way. Everybody is confused at a young age as far as who they like. Some of them they fruit bags today, or excuse me, I don't mean no disrespect to them, but like they thought they like pink, and just that little pink took them all the way in. You know what I mean? It's like you running with the trends in like you young and you think you like this, and then you see it over there, you are influenced by it, and
I'm
it
sorry.
sits up on you. It
I'm
sits up
sorry.
on you,
So
and it pushes you on into a world where, you know what I mean? You
Sir,
become accustomed to it.
just because you grew up in a house full around men doesn't mean it's not likely that a young man can grow up to be a trainee or something. That's just not
Yeah, I
true. I
didn't
know
I didn't
plenty
say that.
friends who ended
That's
up
not what he
homo
said.
and they had a daddy at home. One second. If you grow up even around your single moms, they got boys who is not into homo that grew up under a single parent, which is a mother.
So I know, of
So
course.
that stuff that
I
people
know
blame
I
for
know
is not
all
true.
scenarios go on. I know all of that. But it's more people that's on this trip that's being manipulated into it than the natural number you saying. Because if you're saying that the creator is creating these people like this, well, something's wrong with the creator. If they
I
coming,
would
if everybody coming out this womb talking about they were supposed to be a girl if they a boy, this is absurd.
No, what I'm saying is that it's a lot of lies going around. For instance, when you have a two-parent home, children grow up to be better. It's a lie. Than those who come from a single-parent home. It's a lie. It is
Yeah,
Hey,
of
depending
course.
on what you instill in your children, how they turn out, and everybody gonna make their little mistakes now. But it depends on what you put into your children as young people. Okay, the scriptures from what I study from the Bible, it
That's
says, raise a
what I'm
child
saying.
upon a certain path and they will not stray far.
Yes,
They're
that's
gonna
exact-
they're
I
gonna
said
return
that.
back to their thinking. But I'm not no, you can't base that off of a single parent household or whether a person have two
Hold
parent
on.
households.
The whole thing is I wasn't even finished with the spiel I was trying to. Let me
Okay,
finish it. This
okay.
is where I'm saying, and I don't mean to disrespect you at all. No
No,
disrespect. What I'm saying is this young man, you know, he lives up under his mother, and if it's a mother that's lost in translation with her own relationship where his dad's not around and she don't give a shit for him coming. You hear me? Now understand what I'm saying to you. This little boy is going to go into a school box where we all told him don't talk to strangers, and we sent them to a whole box full of strangers that's going through the same strange ass thing he may be going through at home as far as um becoming familiar with their genders and whom they gonna lay theyself with, or make their boyfriend, or who they gonna be. Now it's a whole bunch of what slogans and all that, telling them to go ahead and be gay. Now it's a whole bunch of babies coming into this world, and this is the slogan today. It's okay to go ahead and float the rainbow. This is what it do. Everywhere you look, you better not say nothing or do nothing too tough, or you gonna get your ass scuffed up by who you was trying to make a joke on. And that's the ones they call homosexuals and all of that. It's where it's a whole trip where the children are going to, you send them to the school. You can't say that it's 99% men teaching the children. You send them from your home to another box, which is the schoolhouse, with a feminine teacher, that's going, if she don't like to treat the kids like she'll want to be treated, your kid will be getting called on all the time. But this is where the young man is being, so to speak, torn. But you know what I mean? It's not really a lot of options where he can turn and find the real man. He gonna look on the TV and find Young Thugger he got on the skirt. You know what I mean? He gonna see some other dudes doing backflips and leotards and all of this type of nature. Is the whole he can't watch cartoons. It's all twisted backwards. Y'all know what I mean. Go ahead. It's hard for the young man. You know what I mean? I know it's hard for the woman too, but it's where we gotta act like we see the problem and quit running around throwing up that peace sign and puckering out your lips, and doing all the super shit that you do. Like, because it's a lot of women out here with families and ain't nobody talking to them. You know, ain't nobody really telling them what they need to hear, making sure they become a close friend with their family, and teaching these young girls where the jewels be dropped and they pick them up and they cherish them like these damn diamonds. They keep on. Who was saying that the other day? They put the charge on the motherfucker, the price, and everybody think they the shit because the
Ooh,
charge on the diamonds. That was you, Huey. Go
That's
ahead,
what
man.
I'm saying.
That was you, Huey. Wasn't that you, Huey?
nigga, this ain't Huey.
Shit, Huey was in it.
I'm saying, nah, Huey left a minute. I mean, Huey ain't been on this one.
Oh, okay.
No,
But
I
yeah,
was saying
man.
you right though, man. That's just like gold, man. Gold come out the damn ground like it ain't fucking worth shit.
Yeah, man. That shit ain't.
Nothing.
You know, we move that shit around, man.
Yeah, we put the price on it. Now we letting, AKA the white man, put the price on it, and
We
that's
made
what
it
I'm
into
getting ready to
something. We
say.
made it into something.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting ready to say. Like,
We put a
bro,
And that
price on it.
something made us nothing.
the whole thing is, man, bro, we gotta take our fucking world back. Like, we gotta take our, like, literally, bro. This is just a solution. We literally gotta take our land back and start cut the TVs off, take the TVs away, and teach our own people. That's really what it's all about. We first of all we gotta take politics and all that shit, entertainment. We gotta take it completely away. We have to, because that's what's molding the world today. It's all in our face everywhere we go. It's like you said a minute ago. It's really not the self-esteem. It's really not the individual. It's the shit that's around the motherfucker
Yes.
that they see every day. Like shit, if like he said, if it was a feminine woman and he ain't had no masculine energy, it's not 100% he ain't gonna be gay, but it's a higher chance. It's definitely a higher chance, and that's what it's all about. It's all about our surroundings, man. And we really got to get back, starting with the individual. We got to get back to this land, and we got to do what really matters. And fucking wearing, I ain't no disrespect, but wearing the wig don't matter. Being gay don't fucking matter. All that other shit don't matter. We need to fucking take this shit back. What you say, Mind's Eye? What about that free energy?
Um, that's where I say it do matter. You know what I'm saying? This is the whole problem with the world right now. If it didn't matter, like what's all this, like it's a certain people who this shit matter, man.
It
And
matter
it's
because it's the government that's giving it to us. That's why I say we
yeah,
got to
this
take
what I'm
our
saying.
world back.
This
Can't
yeah,
see the
like
forest through the
this.
trees.
Go ahead.
You can't see the forest through the trees. You're looking at something,
Yeah,
whether or not somebody's wearing Jordans or wearing penny loafers. No one. I mean, I don't see how that's gonna solve your problem.
it's like we got to know the problem so we can stop it. Like if we
It's,
don't
it's,
if we
it's not a
don't know
problem.
it,
I don't care if you want to dress like a gangster, if you want to dress like a thug. I don't care if you think masculinity is going to be the way to go, or you think being more of a caring heart or being soft is something. I don't actually care. It doesn't help solve any problems. Those are
right,
subjective things that
right.
people choose. That is their
about
personality. I don't want everybody being the
So,
same.
so
I don't
how
want
can we
everybody have the
solve?
same be
So
robots.
how can we solve these single black mothers from being single black mothers
Take
with
our
fathers
land
that's
back.
alive out there? And how can we stop these single black fathers from being single black fathers with them mothers that's alive out there? You
Take
feel
our
me?
land back.
If we
Well,
gonna
not
get deep, we gonna get deep.
Take the food
I'm
away
with you.
that we eating. Take our
what
land back. Throw the TVs away. Throw this bullshit entertainment
I
away.
don't
And
I
hey,
don't think that's the issue. I think you need to be
But
more
listen, if
selective
you
with
got
your
parents
partner.
that don't
huh?
understand that shit, if
What?
you got parents that all they know is some hood shit, how can they see that light unless somebody brings it to them to where they can understand it? You get what I'm saying? How
Well,
can
Yeah,
yeah, but
you
you
touch
because
them
we
said
gotta
said
mold
be
and
reconditioning.
how do you
Oh,
prevent single parents? You should be more careful who you select as your partner.
Yes, yes.
hey,
Hey, let me say this. Let me say this, y'all. Can I say this real quick? It's like, look, the first thing we do is we make sure the woman that chooses us and we choose her, we got to make sure that we love each other or whatever, love is when you show it. We got to make sure we there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Therefore,
you.
when we make this baby, in a unity of love where this baby gonna come out loving us. Like it's so many people making these babies in these beds and they ain't loving each other. You know what I mean? They don't really care for each other really intimately. They not making this baby through this congregation and making show. When this baby will come out smiling, man, it's about the energy you putting into this, what you doing. You know what I mean?
Well, most of the problems is some of these people get pregnant not planning it. It's accidental. And then
Yeah,
from
this
there,
is what I'm
they
saying.
attempt to have a
Hey,
relationship, not because they wanted to be in a relationship, but they feel like they're obligated to be in a relationship now that the person is pregnant. That's not how you build a relationship off of
the
that.
relationship got them all here. This what we here to do. Now, I know what I mean. It's like they gonna go into it. So by the time your baby is able to look up at you and you know your baby's consciously ready for the learning, you know what I mean? This is where you should be able to teach your children the morals, all of this where it shouldn't be. We big kids right now. Look at Keisha with her fat ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like today, all the men be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't never seen no ass or something. It's like we've been taken away from it, so to speak, and it's where everything is disrespected. You feel me?
That's because our values fucked up. Our values
Yeah,
fucked up. And I'm
yeah. Now
telling
look,
y'all, you gotta understand where we get our value from is what's presented in our face every day. And I'm telling you, it's the food, it's
That's
the
yeah, the
facts.
food,
TV,
yes,
it's the
all of that,
government.
man.
That's what it is.
Go ahead, yeah.
My bad, but yeah, that's what it is, man. And we gotta understand, we literally have to take that back to get ourselves back. We would never be who we supposed to be if we steady watching the same TV and eating the same food and doing all that
Mm.
shit. We
Now
could be,
look,
Facts.
look,
yeah,
look. You could use all of that to your advantage. Don't fucking break the TV and all that bullshit. You hear me now? Now a
you
lot of the
can,
shit.
but look, who running the TV, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
look, I'm saying like it's shit. This shit about to go off pretty soon. Better try to use this shit while you can and watch this shit with a mind, and because everybody's still watching
hey,
it and they watching it
I ain't
blind.
say YouTube. I ain't say YouTube now. Now
Yeah, yeah.
you
I
talking
ain't
about
talking. I'm just
entertainment.
saying like everybody's watching this shit, but you could pull something up. Probably show this be your baby's favorite movie, and you can break this movie down and tell your baby what both of y'all miss.
That's
Like
real.
look at you know what I mean. You can
Yeah,
use this shit to show them how the deception is real. You know what I mean. All of this can be used to your advantage.
you
You
right,
can't
bro.
just you can't just break the TVs and all that shit if it's still here.
But
And
look,
what you
I'm gonna
gonna
tell you,
stand in the grass and do all this damn talking?
I feel what you're doing, bro. I mean, I feel what you're saying, but that's like me, bro. Like
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'll just be getting.
I ain't got no cable or nothing, but shit, my son, shit, when he wanna watch something, I put it on the TV. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be sitting right there breaking it down, like watching
Yeah,
Avatar, watching Incredibles, breaking that shit down, like damn. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
I feel that, but people don't have that capacity.
Hey, you
Like
gotta you gotta make it happen, man. Everybody
I'm
keeps
talking
saying
about
that type of shit.
no, I'm talking about my cousin best friend that ain't got nobody to tell him. That's who I'm talking about. That's who need to
Uh
throw the
huh.
TV away
Yeah,
because they don't know
exactly.
how to use it. And
Yeah,
that's how
Yeah.
the
that
majority of the world is.
yeah.
Majority.
You know what I mean? I hate to say that, like I done came up with this saying, like if it take for the bullet to hit, I mean the pin to hit the bullet, shit. You know what I mean? Some people they gonna come running for your ass when that damn TV go off. That you gonna know, and when they come on home, you will be able to see them down. If that fortunately it happen, you know what I mean? But it's where everybody ain't here to wake up like we on our mission. Know what I mean? They
But
ain't.
if we
It's
talking about a solution, then that's what I gotta say.
I
dead.
completely agree. Hey, let me say something real quick. Um, yeah, I agree with you. We got to get rid of the TV and the food. Doesn't mean we're going to go starving. We just got to change our eating habits. And
Yeah.
TV, we're not going to break the TV, because I stopped watching cable TV 3 years ago. I'm going on to 4 years now. I still have my TV, but I use it for something else, adjusting or changing the habits of that. Fuck TV, fuck cable. That's all
Right.
programming your mind.
Yep.
That's a better way of what I'm trying to say. Real talk. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm with it.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
say, we all got the same perspective, man, and that's what we here for, man, to do what we just did, man. We, you know what I'm saying? We. That's why I say this shit ain't for everybody to see. Everybody that's watching YouTube ain't they gonna click on this shit and be like, man, what the fuck is they talking about? You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna help them. Like
Yeah,
shit.
and when I said that, like everybody ain't here to wake up, it's it's where like when you think about it, if we deal with this how, if it's a so-called how this they say this story go, where everything, as far as dealing with this whatever rapture and all of this kind of shit, and the devil gonna get his day and all that type of noise. You know what I mean? It's where when we peep that, um, it is gonna be a time where everybody that's born gonna be able to be taught what they supposed to be, knowing, when they get here by the people that's gonna welcome it. It ain't gonna be um the deceivers teaching it, and stamping us, and certificate, birth certificates and all of that kind of stuff. Like we won't have to come through that
Bro,
kind of
we
tedious
all
process. Y'all know what I mean?
yeah, bro. What you saying, bro? What you saying happening is happening now. We already here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
Yeah.
said that we waiting on them. We ain't waiting on them, bro. We here. The
yeah,
rapture is now.
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And it's always more coming in. That's what I'm saying. That
Yep.
this is the sun that's shining, man. And I don't know this for a fact, but this is what the book give me that we call Earth. You know what I mean? The light shines and everything it hit, everything the light shines on, everything it grows. That light penetrates and goes into it. You can watch your garden grow due to the moonlight at night, which is another form of day, in the sun. You know
Amen.
what I mean? Both of these orbs are shining in the dark.
Hey, you want me to tell you something, bro? I'm gonna tell you what's really wrong. Like, what would you say is the strongest power of the human?
The mind.
To act like we can't wake up.
And
To act like we can't get our shit together, know what I mean, and wake up together. That's the
I'm gonna get that's good though. But I'm gonna
we
give you
went
a
in it
deeper
like we are in a deep sleep. You know what I mean right now. Go ahead.
and I'm gonna give you a deeper one of what I understand that the strongest power of the human being is fucking belief. If a motherfucker believed Jesus was real, best believe he was real to they ass until they
Yep.
find out otherwise. If a
Yep.
motherfucker think the earth spinning, best believe they spinning 1,000 miles an hour until they realize that shit ain't real. So belief is the
I agree.
strongest thing.
But belief simply means accepting a proposition is true. So if you think that the flat Earth is true, you believe it.
Exactly. Exactly. You motherfucking right with that one. You right.
I
And at the same time, but I'm not saying that the
So
earth not
everything
flat.
that you accept is true is a belief. So by trying to eliminate beliefs, it's just
is it a
No,
I don't know
belief?
if
no,
it's
no,
Is
that.
no,
it a
no, 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 no. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is the strongest power that we have is belief. And we and
hey?
Yeah.
that's the key
Is
to
is it is
touching
it a
our
belief?
people.
Is it a belief that my foot is flat with an arch?
yes,
He, yep.
No, it's not.
I
yeah.
mean,
You
It's
accept
you
that
not a
looking at it
belief
when
proposition.
you
that my
see it, you
foot
That
is
is
believe
flat
it.
with an arch.
When you see it, you
so
look at it and
so
you
so you
believe it.
don't believe your foot is flat with an arch.
I know it's flat with an arch.
But you
No, I
believe
didn't
it
ask you that.
also.
I said, do you believe it? Do you accept that proposition that your foot is flat with an arch? Is that
I,
proposition true?
It's not
at
a
the middle
proposition.
of yes, at the middle of the foot is an arch,
Because
and your
why?
foot
Because you
And you
stands
see
and
it.
flat.
you
Yeah,
accept that
cause
as being
yeah,
true?
I know it. I observed this.
And
Yes.
why
Yeah, no,
and what did that observe what did that observation do to you? It made you a motherfucking believer.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just
How
keeping
could
it
I
real,
believe
bro.
some?
I'm just getting down to the grit of it.
No, brother. No. When I told you my foot is flat with an arch, I wasn't saying I believe. I was
yes,
telling
you
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 some
were.
don't
You
have to
just
facts
said
tell me
that I
you
know.
believe. You don't have to tell me you believe because I know you believe.
Yeah,
Because you
in
ain't got no
epistemology.
choice but to believe. You have no
Yeah,
choice but to believe that it's true because it's right
yeah.
there in your face.
No,
Right. And
I don't know. See,
hold on,
this where
hold
you
on.
getting
When you
belief misconstrued with
hold on
what
a
a
second.
fact is,
Hold on. When
or
you
what
get
sense of.
For
hold
lack
on.
of better words,
Yeah,
belief.
yeah. When you start getting into epistemology, knowledge is going to be a subset of belief. You can't know something unless you believe that proposition to be true.
Oh my
That
goodness.
No, bro, that's real though, bro. You got to understand that's the grit of it. That's what it all boils down to.
So what you thought? What you thought about your feet before? What before you can say it's flat with an arch? What you think about the bottom of your feet, man?
Nothing. I believe it is what it is because I see it. I see it and I
And
believe it.
what is it?
You gotta see it to believe it. That's not just cliche. That's the ultimate truth.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
Yeah,
feel where I'm coming
yeah.
from, bro.
If we're going towards
This where
if
all
we're
that
look,
talking got a lot of people
hold
fucked
on,
up in the
hold on a
mind.
second.
All of this
If we're
talking.
believing in it, if we're
You
believing in
see,
in an
y'all keep sputtering. Y'all keep sputtering that word belief. You hear
I
me like
said for
it's
lack
been
of better
around since
words,
the
bro.
beginning.
For lack of better words, if you can feel where I'm coming from, you gotta have a sense of letting that ego go for a second and be like, damn, maybe he right if you think about it, but you ain't thought about it yet. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you saying. You saying I
actually all
believe
I,
you.
hold on,
You
all
saying
I
I
want you to
believe
do,
that I know.
hold on,
You
all I
saying
want you to hold on, all I want you to do so that you understand about the belief thing is stop saying the word believe and say I accept it. It's true, and
Exactly.
it means the exact same
For
thing.
lack of better words. That's why I kept
see,
saying it.
this is what I'm saying about your words. Words is
Yeah,
a spell that's been cast amongst men who talk a lot and don't know what he talking about, man.
So you say I don't know what I'm talking
For
about.
lack of better words, belief don't even need to be said.
But
you
Do
don't.
y'all
I
do
don't
So
have
y'all
all your
another way.
understand
I don't
what
have
y'all
another
saying?
way. I don't have
every
another
time
way of explaining the way that I feel to express to you. So I'm doing it the best way I can. I'm not here to get into a word argument. It ain't about that.
It's all good. I ain't trying to argue. I'm
That what
just
I
trying to get you. It's like you don't. It's like I ain't said nothing. It's like what I just said. You ain't got no points to think about or something about what I just said. It's
I
like
Let's just agree to disagree and let's move on.
That's
yeah,
all it is. That's all because we
yeah,
could be
yeah.
saying the
That's what
same
I'm saying.
thing.
We wasn't running around talking about we believe
I mean,
all
everybody has their
these.
opinion. I
You know
mean,
what I
that's
mean?
it.
Yeah.
The only
So
thing
that's cool.
I was just trying to get to the point of the strongest thing, the strongest power of a human being is the mind. In order for the mind to
So
comprehend
that's what I
anything,
said
it have to
first.
believe it.
Yeah, that's what
I
I said
feel.
first. It
I
was when you
feel.
asked that question. When you asked that question, which is the strongest? I said it was the mind.
Exactly. You said that, but I wanted to get deeper. And why the mind? Because you believe it.
Yeah,
Because
I
you know what I'm
understand. Yeah, I
saying?
understand.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's all I wasn't trying to make belief the topic. I was just trying to use that word in order to express how I felt.
yeah, I understand and I understand where you're coming from.
And I'm just saying, like, as a community, I feel like we need to work on the values, which is also connected to belief. You know what I'm saying? In order to help somebody else, and it may be kind of selfish, but if you out to help somebody, you
Yeah,
want
believe.
them
See,
to
believe
believe
it.
something different.
Yeah, yeah, believe it. If you
Yeah.
don't say it or not, it's always gonna be there. Belief is always gonna be there, regardless if you say it or not. Well,
Yeah.
it's gonna be there.
These words are different, and they like believe and know. Like you got the word knowing. You hear me?
no
Because
is
of
a sub. Yeah, no is a subset of belief. So
knowledge, knowing you
Yep.
got all of that, but when you get the knowing, you can't believe you know still.
yeah,
But
that's what
let's
I just
say,
told you.
let's say,
Yeah.
let's say,
No is a
look,
subset
bro.
of belief
All
in
right,
epistemology.
for 21 years, me and my brother knew we had the same daddy. And when he was 21 years old, his new was not no more because he didn't believe it no more because it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Like the
He
no
didn't
can
accept. Yeah, he
change,
didn't accept that
just like your
proposition as
belief can
being true
change.
anymore.
Yeah, he knew it. He knew that we had the same daddy, but he believed we had the same daddy. You feel me?
That one kind of.
Listen. No is a
I
sub.
feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
We going.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I,
when
I
we
feel
say
you. I feel you.
no, yeah, when we say no in epistemology, we mean justified true belief. That's what no means. You still have to believe it. You still have to accept that as being true. If you don't accept it as being true, you can't say you know it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But at the same time, mind's eye, if somebody shoot a basketball, you know they shot that motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's where you come in. That's where you getting at. That's what you trying to get us to understand. And I got that.
Mr. P, you finally got in this motherfucker.
Yes, it's
Yes,
all good.
sir. I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was
Man,
a
I done
conspiracy
sent you the
going on.
link like 1,000 times, man. I know you got a lot to say, man. I
Yeah, I
know
thought
you
it was
got
a
a lot to
conspiracy
say.
going on for a minute.
Go
Y'all
ahead,
on the
Master.
deep, subject, but
Go ahead, Mr. P, and build off because I know you wanted to say a lot about the previous stuff when Miss Chantel was in here building,
yeah,
and you know you was trying to get on and express your sentiments, but you finally
Mhm.
on, brother. How you feeling, man? Go ahead, you got the floor.
yeah. This that's a really a broad subject. When you're dealing with beliefs and know, because to know is to know and to believe is to believe. So if you can't physically touch it or prove it, then everything outside of that is a belief. I mean, even if you go to all the
Okay,
knowledge you've studied all your life, the Bibles, the everything. I mean,
can
knowing
you
is
define?
knowing and believing is
Yeah,
believing.
can
Yeah,
you?
this
That's
where you got
that's
shit
that.
that you can't prove and you
Yeah, that's
gotta
not
put a
defining.
belief
Can you
on it. But
define?
it's shit that
Yeah,
you
can you define your terms? Because you're just saying no is no. That's not a real.
Okay,
look.
Can you
it's just
define
like
your
I
terms?
know I'm on.
Just let him
It's
finish,
like
Gary, before you ask him something, Gary.
I know I'm on the
Let him finish.
hangout call right now
Let him
with you
finish.
gentlemen. I know I'm on a hangout call with you guys right now. I can prove it,
What
but
if somebody else got another name for hangout?
well, now you're dealing with
That,
semantics, brother.
That's what
I
I'm
No,
know
we're
I'm on the
not.
they
that's what I'm
do.
call.
No,
trying
he's
to get
not. He's
down to,
trying to get
man.
you to understand what no is. That's why I keep asking you to define your terms. I just
Okay,
told you what I mean.
no is
When I
something you
say
can
that,
prove
when
without a
I say,
shadow of a doubt.
hold on.
That's
Well,
a
that
fact.
sounds like facts. That sounds like facts.
Well, that's
It
a
don't sound
fact.
like
That's knowing.
no,
No.
no. Facts is something that is indisputable. That's what you just described.
Okay,
No,
knowing is
no.
indisputable as well.
I don't think it
Facts can be
is.
debated. You can debate facts.
Not if the by definition, facts are indisputable. You can
Fact.
question whether it is a fact. That if that's what you're talking about, you can question whether it is a fact. But that's the thing that gets questioned. But facts themselves, by definition, are indisputable.
Okay,
Now, as
I put it
far
to you.
now, as,
I put it to you like this. Knowing is in the now. Is
what
that
is
a
that
little
supposed to
simpler
mean?
term?
Let me define what I mean when I say no, because your terms I don't understand. When I say no, I mean
Mm.
justified true belief, and what I mean that is that I am justified. I have justification for what I believe. That it's true. That it corresponds to something in reality, and of course that I believe it. That I accept that proposition as being true. That's what I
But
mean when I say no.
okay,
So
I
I'm
understand.
asking you to. So now I'm asking you to tell me what do you mean when you say no. That way we're
Okay,
not talking over each other.
when I say no, you can't put no and believe in the same concept or the same sentence because to
I know that. That's why I'm
believe
asking
is not
you
to
to
know.
define it.
Okay,
Okay, so
it's
define
just
what you
like
mean.
it's. I break it down real simply. I'm sitting down talking to Knowledge Uprising.
Mm.
I say, man, I believe I'm finna go to the store. Okay, it's not a concrete fact that I'm going, but if I tell Knowledge Rising I'm going to the store, I know I'm going to the store. I'm going. I mean, I'm trying to break it down simple without getting all into, but
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's what
so let
I've
me
been
so let,
saying, man.
so let me break down how what you just
I
said
know
works
I'm
for me.
people up a
You
kid.
would say that you have plans to go to the store, which means you have a set way that you know you're going to leave your house, get into your vehicle, and go to the store. That means you're justified in believing that because you have those plans made. Now, you know that there's a store, there's a car, and all that stuff. So that that right there, you mean that you can point to something in reality to show that you're going to the store. And then from there, you would say that I accept that proposition is true, that I'm going to the store, which means you believe it.
no. So once you
So
accept that
that's how you get.
proposition, belief is out the door. It's no longer a
No,
belief. It's a fact.
but that's what belief means, is to accept the proposition is true.
This is what I'm saying, man.
Okay, I got a better one. I got a better one. Okay, let's say I'm talking to knowledge. Using knowledge. Talking to knowledge. I just went to the store. Now, I know I did go to the store. So
Okay,
I know
yeah.
I went.
Right. That means you have a justification that you went
So
to the
how's it
store.
a belief?
From everything you know, that is the
I didn't
store.
believe I went to the store. I went to the store. I know I went
Right.
to the store.
Well, right.
So
That's what I'm just.
I don't
Hold
believe
on.
I went to.
So once again, let me break it down to you how I get to that being no instead of a belief. Well, belief is a subset of for me, knowledge is a subset of belief. So once again, you know what a story is. You know that you were at that place, so that's your justification that you went to the store. You can
You
point
just said
to
it.
you can hold on. You can point to that in reality that this is a store. I was there, right? And so that means I went to the store. That is your once again. That's
So
part of that justified true belief. And then you accept
so
it as a
that's a
proposition
fact.
that says you
It's
were
No,
a
at
no,
this
no,
fact
store.
no,
that I
Oh
went to
my
the store.
goodness, you know how
no,
delirious that sound, man.
no. You
I
you
Look,
you
bro.
can't you can't put
If
belief
I
in that
went to the
equation,
store and I
brother.
came back
But you have
drinking on
to.
my bottled water, and
As
you
long
asked
as
me
you
where I
accept it,
went, I could
yeah,
not tell you. I believe I just came from the store. I know
Okay,
I
no,
came
I
from the
went to the
store,
store.
man.
okay. Can you tell me how you can accept a proposition as true
because it's
without
a
knowing
fact.
it? No, how can you accept a proposition as being true
Look at this.
without knowing it?
If I wrote a damn sentence down and said I'm gonna go to the store over here. I'm gonna jump in the car and go to the store over here. I wrote it down, but look, I didn't get to go. That don't mean I believe. I ain't running around here lying to myself with every decision I choose to make. Now, when I say I'm gonna do something, I ain't trusting and believing that I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. If I don't get to do it, God damn it, it wasn't. I didn't lie to myself. Now, some people do sucker themselves into these kind of things where they try to make themselves believe that the woman like them, things like that. But you can't say like man, you know what I mean? Like
I'm
a
I'm gonna
fact
tell
is
Well,
a
y'all the
fact,
I'm
man.
I'm
This
I
I'm
is
can
gonna
tell
why
you.
we
But
work.
can
I
I
can
just
tell
can
you
I just
from.
ask the brother
I
a
can tell
question?
you. I
What
can
is
tell
your
you from what.
position that you're getting to, brother? Are you trying to say
I'm the
that
one who started it. Let me
knowing and
say this.
belief run together?
No,
Knowing is believing, and believing is knowing.
let
Is
me
that what
answer
you're trying
that.
No.
to get at?
Let me answer that
Uh,
because I started the conversation. Look, picture this. If somebody believe the earth flat, it's flat as fuck to them. If somebody believe the earth spinning, it's fucking spinning. And one of them motherfuckers, they could, you know what I'm saying? Like all I'm saying is belief is the strongest fucking thing, the strongest fucking power of a human. That's all I'm saying.
well, you are your beliefs. You start with your beliefs, and from
Exactly.
there you give them one of beliefs have either a high degree of confidence or a low degree of confidence. Normally, when you say you know something, you're saying that thing has a high degree of confidence, meaning that it's
That means it's been
justified.
completed, mission
No,
completed.
But when
hold on, no.
when
That means
something is
that you
already
feel.
true,
Well, hold on a second. That means you believe that belief is justified, is true, and then the last point, of course, that you believe it, which means you
what I'm
No.
accept that. Hold on, that you
what
accept that proposition is true, because in order before you start saying you know anything, you have to think it's true. Because if it's false, you don't say you know that, right?
but see
You don't say
before
you know
before
false
that's
things.
before it's a proposition, but once you know it's true, it's not a proposition anymore.
I'm
It's
But it
not a
start with the
belief.
sorry, no,
belief.
it's
It
not. It's
start
not
with the
whether it's
belief.
not whether you know it's true. It's whether you accept it as true.
No, that is a fact that is true. It's not a proposition that is true.
Mm.
Well, first of all, it's all they're all propositions. The question is, do you accept them as true or false?
No, but see, a proposition comes before you reach to that truth.
They're
So
all
once you reach to that
propositions.
truth,
Hold
it's
on.
not a proposition
Well, hold on. They're all
because it's a fact.
propositions. Everything you are greeted, every information you are presented to you in your life is a
Right,
proposition. The question is,
right.
No,
do you
well,
accept it as
I'm
true or do
I'm
you
gonna put it
accept it as
simple to you.
false?
I'm gonna put it simple to you like this again, brother. My personal experience is a no to me. You telling me what you did, whether I believe it or not, it's a belief. So I guess you're putting in knowing is a personal experience.
Believing is a personal
But that's not what I said.
experience.
Yeah, your belief is what's personal to you. The question is,
That's what it is.
do you accept the proposition as true, or do you not accept it as true? That's the only thing that matters when you're talking about belief. And then once you get past whether you believe it's true, the question is what degree of confidence do you believe that it's true? Do you believe it
That don't
slightly
make
that it's
sense.
true,
That don't make
or
sense, brother. Because if if I scratch
positive
my
that
head
it's
right
true?
now, I know I'm scratching my head. I don't believe I'm
Are you
scratching my head.
Yeah, that means you're positive that the thing that your hand is
Yo,
scratching is
what
your
up,
head.
Ken? Ken in the building. What up,
What
Ken?
up?
You're also positive that the action of moving your fingers is
Yeah.
what is known as scratching. You accept that proposition is true. You have everything you need to know that the thing that your fingers are touching is your head. And that the motion that you're doing with your hands, that is called scratching. And that is what you are positive that you're doing. Because once again, you accept the proposition as being true. That one, your fingers are touching your head. You accept that that's true. That your finger movement is called scratching. You accept that that is true. And once you get there, then it's the level and degree of confidence that you have that the words that you're using is correct. And once you have
So so
all
we
that, you
so
can say, I know it. And then the question, when you're saying you're knowing it, you're saying that with a high degree of confidence. That
so we
one, your
come
fingers
we
are touching.
combating the meaning of the word itself.
Well,
That's what we combating because if
well,
you want to go
sometimes
there, we can only
the way you're putting
use
your
words that we.
epistemology, yeah, the way you're putting in your epistemology right now, it's logically incoherent because you keep falling apart once you say you don't believe it anymore, because that means that you think the proposition is false, but you still accept it as true. That doesn't make any
No,
sense.
believing is just theories.
No, believing is accepting a proposition as
But
true.
believing is fucking powerful. That's what it is.
Well, yeah,
Believing
it
is
is powerful.
powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And we getting off
Mhm.
to something that don't matter. I'm trying to get to the point where we need to start helping our people with changing their values, aka their beliefs. Yeah, it might
Well, no,
sound
Yeah, because
different.
belief is
I'm trying
stagnant. You sitting
to,
around
yeah, I'm
believing
trying.
all your life.
Well, first of all, I'm trying to get you to these logical conclusions so that you can have
I
a
don't want to be
coherent.
around
So,
people
hold on, so
talking
that you can
belief
have,
all
yeah, so
day
Somebody
you can
life
have
want to know
consistent,
something.
so you can have
You
a
believe
without
you're a
consistent
real
knowing.
nigga, don't
logical
you?
epistemology. Because if you don't have a consistent logical epistemology, then you're not going to get to the next step. You're going to be stuck with that incoherent, illogical epistemology because you're not going forward. You're stuck right there, not even understanding the basic concepts that are being put before you.
And I don't mean no disrespect, brother, but the way you're breaking down the concepts and your ideologies and your examples of this belief in knowingness, a person
It's
That's
would be
just
illogical.
stagnant the rest of their life. You mean
hold on. That's not.
Yeah,
This is
man. I
not.
don't want to be sitting
This is
around.
not my belief. This is what you when you study philosophy and you study epistemology. This is what
but
you
who
would
invented
understand.
philosophy? Whose books
That's
are you studying? You're studying
Man,
somebody else's
we put
ideologies.
deeper into a
no.
rabbit
That's
hole.
once again.
You're
If
studying somebody else's facts,
once
somebody else's
again,
ideologies,
hold on.
what they wrote in the
You know
book.
what I
So
mean?
you choosing to think what they wrote in the book is true, and you're applying it to your
Listen,
life.
y'all, we are
No,
saying the
listen.
same thing. We are
What
all saying the
happens
same
is
thing. We just fucking
Yeah,
up the
yeah.
words.
I mean, when
We
you read
fucking
the
up the
book, you make it
words.
relative to you. You know what I'm
Believing.
right,
saying?
right. I mean, you can read any book you want, but if you're coming at it
Okay, I
from
So
see.
if you
a
can't relate to
philosophy,
it, you ain't gonna rock with it. It's just like you done read 3 pages, but man, I can't really read this. I can't get into it. But if it's a
right?
book that's kind of intriguing and about some shit you done heard or about anything that you done been through as far as a personal experience, who you are, as far as your race or anything, especially if it's a black author talking about the hood, and goddamn, you might not read Dawn with the Wind, but hey, you might see this book about uh Gangsters in the Hood Part 1. You know what I'm saying? You start
Hmm.
reading that shit, you be like, oh man, goddamn, I can relate to this shit. You getting into that shit, you talking about that shit, but you couldn't get into that shit about the Civil War and slavery and all that other shit. You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
no, but he's right. He doesn't have to take the philosophy I use. Like I used the correspondence theory of truth. You don't have to follow that. You can use another course. You know, you can use another theory of truth. Me
Yeah,
myself,
you
I
can just
find the
use your
correspondence.
truth.
Right. I use the correspondence theory of truth because I feel that
Yeah.
one to be more coherent, but you may not. You may think it's incorrect.
All I'm saying is we all saying the same thing. He just used when I want to use belief, it's better for him, and it makes more sense when I say knowing. But when it all gets to the grit of it, we all saying the same thing.
I
I
can
was
agree
But
with
just
that.
I was
Yeah,
yeah,
just
but
trying
we're
to.
yeah,
not.
but that's confusing though.
It
When you
is,
say
Yeah,
but
believe
see,
because
and
that's
knowing,
why
you know what
that's
I'm
why
saying?
that's why I was expressing myself and saying lack of better words, and that's why I was trying to break
Yeah,
it down because I
yeah.
was just trying to make sense. And belief was the only way for me to, you know what I'm saying, get through and try to make sense of it. But I couldn't because we got stuck on what the word means.
well, yeah,
Hmm.
because the way you're using it to me, it's incoherent. Based on what I understand of knowledge and belief, the concept that you are giving is incoherent.
Man,
Well,
you
that's
just
your
don't
That's your
agree with
opinion.
opinion, though.
nobody.
That's your
No,
opinion.
That's your
well, no,
opinion.
that's not my opinion. Based
That is
on
your
It
the
doesn't mean
opinion.
have to be.
well,
That's not
hold
true
on.
though.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Based on
It is your
because
opinion.
I've
It's just
given
not true.
because I defined my terms, what I meant when I say belief and what I mean when I say knowledge. Now,
So, but you
if
say you
knowledge,
got them from somewhere else,
It's
from
not
somebody
no,
else's
incoherent if I
philosophy.
break
no,
it
no,
down.
listen.
But you're
It
calling
hold on.
us
It's
incoherent.
Yeah, you
well,
called us incoherent,
hold,
and I broke it
hold,
all the way
hold on,
down. How
no,
could
hold
that
on.
be incoherent when I'm breaking down I'm breaking it down to allow you to understand? It's just the fact that just because I'm using this word, you refuse to
My
even give it
bad,
a
y'all.
chance. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Well,
can't
And
say
basically,
nothing
what
to
well,
he's
hold
me.
on.
saying, Gary, you got to be able to understand what he's saying and recognize it.
I,
It's just like if you was talking.
hold on.
Listen, if you
Yeah,
was talking
hold
to
on.
your cousin from the hood and he speak a certain slang or speak a certain way, you know what they saying. Just like if my grandma, God bless her, she's dead. But if she was talking about some shit like she'll say, go up the street or rinse around and get that, you know what they saying. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
understand what
yeah.
they're saying.
Hold
Just
on.
like if it
Yeah,
was a
all right.
person speaking broken English and that wasn't their first language, but they trying to describe something to you, they might rephrase it or say a word that is a synonym
Man.
for it, but is not necessarily relative to the way you understand the word. But if you know that they are not at that level, you got to try to, and it's not even levels. It's just if they're not at that definition you read, get down to the other definition if you know there's another definition. Don't
And
confuse
you
a person by
and you can't
confusing
say
them
we are
and
something
what
either.
they're saying. Don't
Okay.
confuse the person
It
with the
seemed
word.
like
Yeah,
I,
he
I,
it's
I'm
it
all
not.
seemed
works to
like he arguing
confusion
Okay.
right
someone
now.
Hold
else's
on. I'm not sure if y'all
ideologies.
heard. Yeah, I'm not sure if y'all heard what I said. I said when you use the terms I gave because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
defined
but
it.
when you
Hold on.
say it
Well,
like
hold
that,
on.
you confuse
Well,
a
hold on a
person,
second.
Gary.
Well, I'm
You
not trying
talking
to
about
confuse you. Hold on. I'm not
you
trying to
are
confuse you.
because you're speaking about synonyms of a term and you're speaking about the term which is the definition of the word.
I didn't
You
say
Yeah,
anything
so at the
about
end
it.
of the day,
No,
you're
I did. Hold
confusing
on.
a person
Hold on a
because
second. I
the
didn't say
word is
anything about
not
a
reaching the
synonym.
standard you're thinking.
yeah. All
I
this
If
didn't
you
say.
stuff,
know the
man,
synonym
talking
I
this
for
didn't
talk.
stop
say. I
confusing
didn't
the
say
person.
anything.
Because now the
Hold on. I
person
didn't.
thinking they done phrase something
Yeah,
wrong,
Lindsay.
but they
Lindsay. Lindsay.
go ahead,
Lindsay.
go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Lindsay. I didn't say anything about a synonym. I said I gave my terms for knowledge and belief, and when you take it and you apply it to the how I understand what knowledge and belief means, it's incoherent. He hasn't given me his terms of what he means when he says knowledge and belief. So I only
That's
have
true.
my terms to go by
I
because I
definitely
don't
gave my
And where
because
did your
terms.
terms
because
come
I don't
from?
because I don't have his right.
Where did your terms come from?
I learned that the terms I'm using, I learned them. They come generally from philosophy and the study of
So,
a
from
simple mind.
indoctrination.
Nah, it's
Well,
not about
well,
where they come
well.
from. It's about us trying to understand each other without
Gotcha.
bringing it in. Like no matter what I say, if even if I tell a lie, you know what I'm saying.
We're
You
supposed
said
to
it with the
understand what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? I
right.
understand what you're saying. It's just
Yeah,
him.
we
He's
supposed to
confused.
understand it,
Now he's
man.
trying to confuse your mind, and you like, what
Yeah,
you
with
mean you
all
don't
that.
understand what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. We
Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta
I
man.
know.
We
understand.
trying to
I
Hey,
keep
know
it
what he's
simple,
gotta.
saying.
man. That's all. We trying to keep it simple, man.
Very simple, because
Hey,
it
I ain't
is
about to be
simple.
running around here talking about
Yeah,
Hey,
my
I
facts is belief and all of that. Like I believe my facts. I know my facts, man. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, everything is simple. We
I
make
get
it
I
Nah,
hard.
get
man. Simple.
I
That's
get
all.
what Gary's saying. I understand what Gary is saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I feel him.
but okay, I understand what you're saying, but the thing is, you cannot say that you can't call me, or say imply that I'm incoherent. You just
I
can't
didn't
do
say
that,
you were. I didn't say you were incoherent. I said based
or
on the. Hold on.
illogical, whatever
Hold
you
on.
were
Listen.
saying.
I said based on the terms that I have already given you. I told you what I mean when I say belief and what I mean when I say knowledge. I said belief for me is accepting a proposition is true. Knowledge for me is justified true belief. So since those two, when I give you those two terms and you try to separate them, that is logically incoherent for me. I need your terms so I know what you're saying. And just like the guy was saying, I told him I got those terms generally from philosophy and epistemology. There are other different forms of what people would consider to be belief and knowledge. I just need to know which ones you're using so I can have an
The
understanding of where you're
general,
coming from.
I'm dealing with general personal
There are no
general.
general
experiences.
there are no general personals. There's the ones
Personal
you
experiences.
Yeah, they're the ones you accept. So when you say belief, what are you meaning? Give me a term that, because when I say accepting a proposition is true, that's what I mean when I say belief.
Hey,
I just need to know what you mean.
I broke it down as much as I can when I said belief, and I broke it down. And if couldn't
Can you
nobody
give me a
understand
can
that,
you
I'm
give me a
sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
just
got
definition
couldn't
you.
of
hear it.
yeah, can you give
Believing
me a
is not
definition of
having believing is not having concrete evidence that something that does exist or has existed. I have to believe it has, but to
Hey,
know it existed
that
is
sounds like
having
faith.
concrete proof that it was here or it is here.
Yeah, see, I don't call that belief, I call that faith. That's faith. Accepting something without evidence is faith.
That's what
That's
belief
semantics.
is. If you look at the etymology of
Exactly.
belief,
if you
that's
can't
what it
show
is.
me it and we can't prove it, it's like the question you gotta ask, and you know it ain't no proof to it. That's a belief, man.
Well, yeah,
But
I
No,
say it's
it's a
hope
whole
too.
bunch of
that's
other questions
that's faith. That's
that
Tell
what
me
you
we
this.
can
call faith.
answer.
Hey,
You
tell me
know,
No.
this,
It's
y'all.
faith.
Tell me this. Tell me this.
It's also
Tell me this.
hope.
Tell me this right quick. Hey, I'm gonna
yeah.
talk to you right quick, Miles. I'm
Oh,
gonna ask you
dope.
personally. All right. If, like I asked before, if me and my brother knew we had the same daddy, to him, is that a knowledge? Is that knowing a belief?
I ain't even, man.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and
That's
that's what
knowing.
I that's what a mix up come in right there, bro. That's what a mix in come in because
I ain't
we
Well,
even
there's a
about to
lot of questions.
entertain that no
There's
more,
questions that
man.
goes with that. Was he adopted?
no. This is what I'm saying, bro.
Oh Lord.
Listen, I'm gonna
That's
ask
what I'm
you.
saying.
Hey,
Mm-mm-mm.
Gary, I'm gonna ask you, Gary.
You ain't
Okay,
about to tell me or if we
Gary.
brothers.
Go ahead. No,
You ain't
All
about
right,
to tell
Gary.
me you believe that's
Okay,
your
me,
daddy.
my
I don't give a
mama. Hey,
damn what you
Gary.
going through. You
Me
know
and
that's your pop.
my mama told me and my brother that
Hey,
we
I
had the
popped it
same.
up on the screen right there. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
You,
What?
me and my look. Me and my. You got to zoom in, Ku. But me and all right. I'm talking to you, Gary. Me and
yeah, go
my
ahead.
mama told me and my brother that we had the same daddy. What is that to my brother? Knowing or believing?
Did y'all accept that y'all had the same daddy? Did y'all accept that proposition as being true?
Yeah, we did.
Then y'all believe it. Y'all believe what she said. Now, if you know with a high degree of
No, what I'm
confidence,
saying, no, that's not what I asked you. I asked you, what is
that is
that to
what you
my
asked me.
brother? What he knows that. You can't tell him that he believed that until you prove him wrong. You can say all that what you saying, but I'm telling you
Well, no, wait a
what's
minute.
real from a
Does your,
personal experience. Not
hold on.
it doesn't
Does your brother accept the proposition that y'all have the same daddy as being
that
true?
bro, that's not the
Well,
definition.
nigga, that
Listen,
motherfucker
you gotta
crazy.
listen to my that's not the definition that I'm asking. We not talking about that. I asked you a simple question.
Stop making it
Yeah, I know.
complicated.
But
I'm
that
not
you can't ask
complicating
me
it. I'm
that.
just
That doesn't exist. What you just said. That has no
what does
room in this conversation. I
what
asked
does
you a simple question. I said, my mama told me and my brother that we had the same daddy. My mama, what is that
told
to
you?
my brother? My brother knows that we had the same daddy until it is proven wrong to him.
No,
How
It
no,
may be a
no.
belief.
how
It
could
may
it
Hold
be a
be
on.
belief.
proven
Hold
wrong?
on.
It's a
Hold on
belief.
a second. Hold on a
Oh
second.
my.
Based on what you just told me, your mother gave you a proposition. that y'all have the same daddy. You and your brother both have the option of accepting that proposition or saying that proposition or
Bro,
not accepting it.
we
It's
don't
true.
have the capacity to know the definition and to have that understanding to know that should I believe it. We don't have that. We automatically knew
Oh, you have
because
that
we
understanding.
believed it.
I
No,
know
Do you
you.
understand what I'm
listen.
saying?
No, I
I,
don't understand what you're saying.
That's your fault. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
You have to have the
No, because
ability.
you're
You
not,
have to have
because you're,
listen,
hold on. You're not being clear.
listen. You have to have the
He being clear
ability.
as hell.
You have to have the ability
oh
to
my.
understand what I'm saying and not this is not about you right now. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
I can
You
tell
gotta
you.
you gotta be able to drop that ego and like I'm serious.
No,
Like
I'm trying to explain it, but you keep cutting me off.
this
This is
is
this.
not that's what I'm
Hold
saying.
on.
This conversation right now, what I
Mm-mm.
just asked you has no room for your explanation because I'm a 4-year-old boy,
It doesn't
child.
matter. It doesn't matter.
It's where but
Your
I'm
age
telling
is
in
irrelevant in
my
this.
mind, it doesn't matter what you think. In my mind, I know. In my mind, it's
Listen,
not a belief. In my
I'm
mind, it's
trying
a
to, I'm
strong
trying
knowing because
to,
my mama
yes,
told
you
me.
repeating this isn't going to change it. That's why I'm
You
trying to get to the next step so we can get to the next step. You repeating yourself isn't going to change this.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. So based on the information you gave me, this is I'm gonna take you from A to B how I get to where you say you know this. From point A, your mother gives you a proposition. You and your brother have the same father. You two have the option at this point to accept what she's saying is true or to not accept what she's saying is
I
true.
don't have the
But hold
capacity to
on,
know that
hold
it's an
on,
option.
hold on, hold
But
on. It has
that's what
nothing
I'm
to
saying,
hold
bro.
on,
That what you're
hold
saying,
on. This is I'm
bro.
trying to take you
I'm trying
down
to
the
stop.
path.
Listen, what I'm saying is what you're saying. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's fucking true. But me as a 4-year-old boy, I don't even know what a belief is. So in my
It's
mind, when I believe
irrelevant.
it, it's a knowing to me. It's an automatic knowing.
It's
So
irrelevant.
Gary, do you believe you're on the call with us, or you know you're on the call with us?
I accept the proposition that I am on a call with you.
So you just don't use the word believe or know, huh?
No, I'm using the word believe in its formal term. Every time I tell you I accept the
No,
proposition, that means I believe it.
but you didn't
That
Boy,
means
answer.
you
I
You
ain't
didn't.
know
You
got
it.
didn't.
time to be
You
doing
haven't
all
said
that.
believe or no.
Oh
You've
man.
only said accepting
The boy
proposition.
said he accept the
It's true,
proposition.
which means I believe it. Because belief for me means
Look,
accepting the proposition
It's
as
not
true.
about you. I'm telling you.
you,
That's what I'm
hey,
trying to get you to
hey,
understand, bro.
all right. Look, when you say
Like,
proposition, you saying opposition.
no, I'm saying
You accepting
proposition.
the opposition.
No,
You accepting something
I am
look,
accepting
look,
your
hold on, no. You
proposition as
accepting
true.
the proposition, which is really an opposition that is literally going
No,
against you. You
no, sir.
accepting the opposition. Hey, man, that's man.
Gary will
No,
argue
sir.
with you if the sky's blue.
I'm
He'll
I
say
am
the
just
I am
sky's blue.
giving I am
Put it
giving
back up,
you
KU.
defined set
Put it back
terms.
up, KU.
So I will give it to you
well,
again.
He
It's
gonna
just
give you
like
all kind of
he
Socrates and
stopped. Hold on,
philosophies on why the
stop.
sky's
yeah,
blue and why you
nigga.
think it is.
Hold on.
Bitch,
He stopped me mid sentence when I was trying to explain to him how he gets to know from his mother giving him a proposition, him accepting it, and how he gets to the
hey,
point where
man,
he says,
that's a
"I
baby
know
she
that is my
talking
father."
to.
These are elementary questions. Can't answer them.
Yeah, bro.
I
Give you
have
the
answered. I have
proposition.
answered you
Oh, this is
multiple
Your
getting
times.
very
daddy,
okay. Now look,
that your daddy.
I popped up this chart, and you guys
Uh-huh.
see the chart. So knowing is in
Let's
between
see.
truth and belief. It's like it could be possibly true, but it could be possibly a belief to where I want to embrace.
Hey,
But
shout
Yeah,
out to y'all, man. I'm sorry for
that is
that,
similar to what you would
but
say
shout
in
out to y'all.
philosophy. But yeah, because
This
just
is
like I keep
crazy
mind,
saying,
shit.
knowledge is a subset
what you say,
That's
bro?
me.
of belief.
What you say, bro?
I said shout out to all y'all, man.
No, shout out to you, bro. Hey, what you think about this chart I popped up, man?
That's a good chart. I like that.
Truth, knowledge, and belief. Huh?
Yeah,
So now when you say knowing,
knowledge,
that's like
hold
you don't necessarily know it's true.
on, knowledge,
It's a
knowledge.
fact.
Hold on,
But if you
knowledge.
have
Can you
a
do
strong
knowledge?
degree,
Knowledge.
it could
Can
be
you
a
do something for me? Instead of that image, can you look up a knowledge flow chart? It will show you how you get to knowledge.
You don't even need that.
Yeah, man. I don't need all that, man.
I know you
We
don't
Because we,
want all
need.
that.
hey, Gary, we're not trying to get technical. We're only trying to give you our expression of how we feel through words that we really don't.
I understand, but it has to be
Hey, that
coherent.
picture
No,
dope though.
you have to drop that shit and understand what we
I
saying.
can't I can't drop
Well,
coherently.
you have a
Whenever a
personal
Gary,
conversation, it
problem.
Gary,
has to be
Gary, do
That's a
you
coherent.
have a
that's
problem
a
with saying
personal
just
issue.
simply yes or no?
No,
Yep,
I
No,
don't have
he
a
does.
problem saying yes or no, but anytime
Okay,
I'm
well, tell me
speaking to
this.
someone,
So
this
it's just simple as this. If you ask me, did Jesus walk on water? Well, I believe he did. I believe in all my heart. I want to believe he did. Well, did you wake up this morning? You're damn right. I'm talking to you, ain't I? I know I
Mm.
woke up this morning.
Yeah,
So
we here.
what's the difficulty in that, Gary?
there is no difficulty in that. When I say that knowledge is a subset of belief, you using the word no does not take it out of the realm of belief. It is still a belief. You just saying that you believe in
Okay,
a
so
high
you
degree of
saying just
confidence.
because you use the word no, it doesn't mean it takes away from believing.
This
Right.
picture that knowledge got up right now is showing us just that.
right.
That
See the
knowledge is a
purple. See,
yes. That
we see
knowledge.
Notice
truth is
That
fact
inside of
knowledge.
knowledge.
fact is not
No,
up
no.
there.
Listen. You have
Well, truth,
belief
yes,
out
it
here
is.
on its own. Knowledge is in the middle, and it is part of belief. Do you understand that? That's what that image is showing you.
Gary, that's what
That
I was
I
just trying
knowledge
to
is a
get you.
part
understand
of
that
That's what
belief.
I
image,
was just
man.
trying to get you to understand with my brother knowing, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a 4-year-old boy, he
But
knew
you
that we
must
had the same
believe
daddy.
it first. You must
Until it's a
believe it first.
fact.
Okay, I can agree with that, Gary. You must believe it
Yeah,
first,
you must believe
but
first.
once you believe it,
Yeah.
but once you know it, belief is out the window.
No,
That's
it
what I'm
don't.
saying,
You
man.
cannot get to knowledge without belief.
We
Okay, I
see that
understand
little
that.
diagram right here in your face.
Yeah, we
You
I
see
see
agree
the
it.
with that.
circle
Yes,
in
I
the
agree with that,
middle?
Gary.
yes,
You
and
can't
I
get
have
to
said it
knowledge
before.
without belief. But once you
Right,
get to
Right,
but
that's not even
knowledge,
the issue.
belief
That's
doesn't
not
have
even
a
the issue.
play.
And
no,
once it's
belief
proven to
is
you,
the
it
starting
goes to
point.
the
You're saying
red
you
side
can
truth.
hold on. Listen, belief is your starting point, right?
Yes,
You're saying
yes.
that
Hmm.
you can run the race without a starting line. You
No,
cannot run a race without the starting line.
But
that's
there's a
not what
finish
I'm
line too.
saying about my brother. I said
Yes,
my
you
mama
are.
told him he a 4-year-old boy, so he believed it, so therefore he knew it. And then 21 years later, he found out it was fake and he found out the truth. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. And you just will not accept that.
No, listen. I
I
tried to
know
take
what you're
you through.
saying on that.
I tried to take you through the process of how you
You
get
didn't
to
have to
knowledge.
take me through the process because I
You
asked you.
didn't want you. This is the problem. If you would have let me continue, you would know where I'm coming
No,
from. But you
because you didn't
We
stopped
even
already
me.
you
know what
stopped
you're saying.
me. You didn't answer my question when we was in the
I was
middle. When
answering
we
your question, but you cut me off,
listen,
and so you are lost because you don't know where I was going.
when we
You're
were in
assuming you
listen,
knew where I
Gary,
was going.
when we were in the middle and I was asking you, my brother being a 4-year-old boy, did he
Mhm.
know that my daddy that we had the same daddy? Because he already believed it. Now he a 4-year-old boy with no capacity, so he knew it. And
I think what Gary is saying is you in the concept of all that if you have a starting point of belief and it takes you to a no, you can't disown the belief because now you know
Hey,
it was
brother.
all a part of the same process.
and
Hey,
of
It was a
brother.
course,
part of
I
all.
believed it.
Hey, brothers.
Yeah,
Hey, brothers. Look,
Is
this
that
been
what you're
a
saying,
2 hour
Gary?
show, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
I mean
so
that's
we're
why I
gonna
keep
end this
telling you.
show and we're gonna
I've
start
said it.
up another one, and it's gonna be
Hey,
called Knowing and Believing. All right.
right, because I've said
Okay.
it
Okay.
before.
So
Knowledge is
okay.
a
So we're
subset
gonna
of
end this
belief.
show. Everybody, I'm about to send out the links. Everybody, come back in, and we're going back live. All right. Sounds good. Yo,
What happened
this,
now?
this is getting deep.
What'd you say
okay.
now?
We
Yeah, what I
about
was
to
saying is
start
you
another
can.
show. We
You
about to
gonna
go
start another
Knowing and
show?
Believing. Yeah. Because
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
because this topic is getting deep. So we're gonna move
Go
over.
ahead, Dodge.
You gonna
All
Yeah,
right.
send
go ahead,
everybody
Dodge.
the links?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Dodge. Do that.
Okay, you gonna